G'day, Steel Nation. How you going? It's Mark here, Mark Davidson from Steel Nation Australia. What's going on, West Country? What's that? Let's go, baby! Yes, yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with the schedule?
So I think the stereotype that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
The first ever Foster I saw was in America. I've never seen one
I thought that was like Australia for beers.
For what? Steel Nation, what's going on? What is going on? G'day, Pepper. So my laptop decided to freeze. It just fucking like turned off. So here's the deal. I'm going to be live for the next like hour or 2 hours. I've had 4 sherbets. I've had 4 beers. And my last day in, almost at Pittsburgh, my last day in Ireland, Dublin. Going to watch the AFC North lose. I've got the Bengals. Some reason I've got the New York Giants and Eagles playing, and I've got the Patriots versus Browns and Red Zone. Gonna watch them. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna fucking have a great time. And once it's done, I think I might have dinner. Even though I had a great breakfast today. Me and Tomo hanged out. We had pizza. We've had a great time. So, what I'm also thinking that I might move this over there. Because I got to sit back here. I don't know yet. Don't know. But we're just chilling. Where's me fucking... Oh, boy. I've got Red Zone on. I've got... I wish the TV was here, though. That'd be great. Well, you got Joe Flacco and the Bengals moving down the field. I got the Jets D starting. I'm pretty sure the Jets are going to lose though. I'll leave that there. Yeah, there you go. So I can't do today's live, but my game tonight's midnight, and I fly tomorrow at 7 a.m. It's the last time I'm here. So I think it's your 1 p.m. over there. So we got in the house. Fuck, it's hard to watch all these games at once. How do I move? Hang on. I need Bengals. Boy. Can I move? How do I move? Oh, hang on. Anyways, yeah, we need more to lose. So what audio should I have? Should I have the audio for the Bengals game, or should I have the audios? Fucking, that's crazy. Got off from work from 4 a.m. That's crazy. And hopefully my audio. I hope it's okay. But yeah, what up, Pepper? What's going on? I'm going well. 4 a.m. So you got up at 4 a.m. and it's now like what's not? Is it 9 a.m.? That's like 5 hours sleep. I think I might listen to the Bengals game. Like I want to show you guys what I can see because it's crazy. I've got 3 games at once. Saquon Barkley just ran to the end zone. So on Dazen, they Yeah, on DAZN, they have a thing called multi-view. I've got Red Zone, 2 or higher games, and I've got the Giants game for some reason as well. What is that like? Is that the names and stuff? The names fucking up? Ah. But yeah, had a great day today. I met up again with Tom McCormack, Steelers International Fan of the Year. Fuck, I'm on the 4th floor. It was good fun. It was a great time. The name thing, yeah, 100%. G'day, Gino. What's going on? I think Gene's going on the game too. So I might be here. Should I go and order beers from downstairs? I don't know. But I might be here for 2 hours. If the Jets win and the Patriots win. But the Jets are a fucking terrible team. I reckon they can. I believe they can. The Packers, they're not an easy team. I think the Packers have their, receivers, and they have the good running back. They have Jordan Love as a good quarterback. They're tough, but I think we can. So we are now relying on the Jets to beat the Bengals, and that means they've never won a game yet. Also, they're playing Justin Fields, so I don't know if they can go toe-to-toe with Joe Flacco. That won't happen. But yeah, for some reason, my fucking internet my laptop went crazy. It turned off. It was going all haywire. I had to restart the whole thing. The Jets are 0-7. Let's think about that. 0-7. G'day, Sean. What's going on? That'd be cool. Give me a shout out. Give me a shout out for Steelers Nation Australia for Ryan JZ. He was awesome. He was so much fun to watch. So, anyways, let's just fucking settle down, chill out. Patriots, Jets. That's what we need. Hope you guys can hear me. My last day in Dublin, Ireland before I fly 25 hours away. So the Patriots are first and goal. I don't know what the Ravens are. I need someone's going to be on Raven Watch. Ravens versus Bears. I can't see that game. We'll go to ESPN. Loud. Okay, loud. So I'm good. I can be. I never know. I can be back here. Okay, sweet. So we got Joe Flacco 3rd and 6 for the Bengals on the 10-yard line for the Jets. I wish I had all 3 games. Joe Flacco has a bit of pressure. Check down. Incomplete. They're going to flag that. 4th and 6. 3 points. That's all right. So, yeah, this is a big – g'day, Jaime as well. So, this is a Bears drive. Excellent. Bears driving. Thank you. So, also, guys, this is one big thank you to you. I've realized how fucking important Steel Nation Australia is to me. It really is. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. The next big event, too, is going to be Steelers in the draft. So, Pittsburgh Steelers draft. McPherson goes for a kick. And the Patriots are 0-0 versus the Browns. And the Bengals kick a field goal 3-0. G'day, Derpy. But yeah, I've realized how important Steel Nation Australia is to me. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, to be honest. It's just I gotta take you guys wherever I go. I take you guys with me wherever I go, 100%. First and goal. I'm going the draft, man. I'll be there. I booked my ticket. So I'm flying to Pittsburgh via Dallas in 2026. April 20th, I'll be there. But yeah, man, this European trip has realized that I can do this stuff on the fly. Yes, I won't get the most views here and there, but I will have the core community that will turn up and say hello. And that's what it's all about. Right, Bengals got 3-0. The Bears are 3rd and goal for the Baltimore 5. That's fantastic. Let's go to all scores. Bubba tonight with Shano is going to do the podcast. He's on the live stream. I won't be there. I'm probably gonna after this. I'm gonna get everything ready, have a sleep, and then watch. And Patriots go 3-0. Fantastic as well. Yeah, I'll have a sleep tonight, and then I'll wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. after the game. So, getting ready to go home. But it's been a fucking great time. Bears a 3rd and goal at the Baltimore 5. But yeah, I've realized that I can do this overseas, man. I can do it for sure. I'll do it as well when I go to Pittsburgh too. Yeah, I'll be there, Derpy. I'll be there. We'll meet up. We'll do it for sure. I think the Bears, the Patriots went for a field goal. So the Browns suck. We need them all to lose. G'day, Kevin. What's going on, mate? 24-20 Steelers win. Let's hope so. Yeah, I'm g'day, Yinzers. I'm gonna watch it at 12 midnight, so in like 5 hours time. Ooh, so we got Bears going for a field goal as well. All right, okay, no worries. But yeah, it's been a great trip. The whole trip's been fantastic. I've had only minimal times that I've been angry when I lost my jacket or sunnies. Someone stole my terrible towel, stole my jacket, and that's life though. It's travel. But everything else worked out fine. I've been going from city to city. I've done 1,000 miles train. I've been to many cool places of the World War II stuff. It's been a great time. It's honestly been a great time. Yeah, met so many cool people as well. There you go. Getting ready for yeah. Mine's shit. I've had a bad fantasy team because I have an excuse. I haven't been. Well, my draft sucked, but I haven't been as checked in. I haven't been as motivated. I'm not motivated. I haven't had much time because of the trip. But yeah, mine's been terrible. Getting ready for that's pretty cool. That's very cool. I'll be there. I'll be there from the Monday. So I think I'm staying at Shono's house, and I'm all. What I've realized is I'm fucking all in, man. I'm all in. I'm not stopping. I'm all in as a fan. All right, we got Justin Fields, 14-36. We need Justin Fields to play big today. We need 7-3. We need Fields. We need Justin Fields to play big. Big. Play big, Fields. All right, halfback toss to Breece Hall. Gets rocked at the 2 or 3. 2-yard run. Need to play big. What up, Ragu? Yeah, I lost all my players. I know. Yeah, Pepper had no running backs. I lost all my players. I will buy someone a jersey, by the way, too. I'm going to buy him a jersey for sure. Hooey dooly. I wish our game was now, to be honest. I wish our game was now so I could watch it like on live, but I can't. It's too hard. It's way too hard. Second line, run by Field, son. Let's go. The goal is to get kicked out of the hotel. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. But yeah, today was great. To end my Steelers Ireland trip, European trip, it was fantastic. To see Tom again was great. Go and watch the video. It was so much fun. 3rd and short, and they go for a run? Fucking hell. They got a punt. The Jets are a bad team, aren't they? Jets are a bad team. 0-7 Jets. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. We'll leave it at 2:30. And awesome. Yeah, put them in the Discord for sure. 4th and 1, Jets going for it on their own 35. This could end the game. Like, not end the game, but like, it's if they don't get this, they go for a QB sneak. Justin Fields is going to check, and delay a game. Halfback toss. They're not going to get it. They suck, bro. They fucking suck. Fucking hell, the Jets suck. 3-0 Bears. Far out, bro. That's why they're a bad team. Oh, what am I doing? I should have been hyped up. They're going to lose. That's terrible. So the Bengals, if the Bengals don't, Dylan Gabriel for 17-3-0. I don't know who I've got fucking playing in fantasy today. It's a bad move already from Aaron. Is Aaron Glenn the Jets guy? Shit, I need a Jets fucking emoji because they suck. Why would you go for it? Why would you do a halfback toss like that? All right. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, but the Bengals from the 35, a free turnover, really. Joe Flacco under center. He's going to hand off. No play action pass. Pass the tight end. He's going to run away to the 25. They are a terrible, terrible team. Absolutely crazy. Let's hope so. Yeah, the Jets are a bad team. They suck. All right, so I've got the Jets defense, 7 points. I've got Romo Duzne, 6 points. Andy Dalton, 0 points. That's crazy. Like it's so early in the game. Why not punt the ball away? Yes, it's going to be a long day. Yeah. Thank you, Jada, for the $5. Says use the European. I've seen a few out here. I can't say I bagged any, but I had a good time. I had a great time. Let's put it that way. I had a few good drinks with a few good lasses, but I didn't say I bagged any. If that makes any sense. But I had a great time. Thank you, mate, for the $5. Fuck, they're going to go up 6-0 already. Where's the fireworks? To me, it's way too early. Why would you go for it? Why would you go for a fourth down on your own 35 when you have a shit play call, shit team? Just punt the ball away. Here they are, now 12 yards out, 3rd and 2 for Joe Flacco and company, looking up 10-0. Joe Flacco's got to be in shotgun. Joe Flacco hands the ball off, and that's a big run for a TD. The Jets are a fucking failure of an organization. Failure. Absolute failure. 10-0 already. Fucking hell. Why do I get my hopes up? I won't be here, Ragu, but maybe the Steelers Dynasty podcast will be there. Oh, 1st and goal for the Bengals. Yeah, it's pretty good. Gary from Vault from Fallout 3. Fantastic. So crazy, man. Oh, they're so dumb. They're gonna gift the Bengals a free win. They can't even be competitive from the get-go. That's true. I don't think he will, to be honest. I don't think he will. I think he'll miss. So the Bengals go up 10-0. Fucking Browns go up 7-3. TD from Gabriel. There you go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Browns went receiving to Fenninger, number 44, 7-3. Yeah, I wrote in AI to do 3 fans and 1 looking sad. You're not me at all. New Vegas is fun too. That's a great game as well. Damn, the Jets can't even give me hope. Like, now they got to come back from a fucking 10 deficit. That's crazy. Buffalo's up 3-0. Miami 0-0. The Bears are up 3-0. Let's see how it plays out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I think we can win. I think the Steelers can play big time football. And the plan is to watch it. It's my 12:20. Oh shit, that's late. 12:20 a.m. So yeah, once I finish here, I'll pack everything up to get ready for my flight tomorrow, and then I might go down and get a light snack, have a beverage, and then go to bed, and then watch the game until 3 a.m. Have a quick sleep, and I've got a flight tomorrow at 7 a.m. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, the Jets. Bloody Jets. And even I saw that video of the young Jets fan who was like, he was pissed off too. And he's only been a Jets fan for like 20 years or whatever. And he's like, we can't win anything at all. No, I should be. But I've got to, but the thing, I've got to stay up though. I don't know. I might join Bubba's stream. I don't know what to do. I don't know. No idea. Hooey dooey. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I think like if the Ravens don't play Jackson, is there a chance he won't play the whole year? If they go 1-6, why would they play him? If they lose today, they won't have a chance to win the division at all. Yeah. Yeah, poor guy. I hate this team. I was born into being a fan, but I hate this team. Sad Jets fan. Oh, I wish I could. No, I'll be like, the game will be done by then. All right, Jets going to run it back from the 10 and get smashed. Like, they're already down by 10 points. Fucking failure. Absolute failures. Bengals are going to get all their fucking hype back now too. All the Bengals fans are going, oh my goodness, we're going to go Super Bowl. They're going to get false hype. You beat the Dolphins and Jets the last 2 weeks. Whoop-de-doo. Haven't played anyone yet. And that's what I'll say. Haven't played anyone yet. First down penalty. There you go. Sean's on the point. Thanks, Sean. All right, Fields got a TD. And also, putting your quarterback like Fields in this position is so stupid. Check down the running back, Breece Hall, some room. Ooh, that's a nice play. It's a nice play. That's a good play. Yeah, nice play the Browns too as well. He was wide open. I hope so. I've got him on my fantasy. What's he got? Ooh, what have we got? Breece Hall. Oh, mate. 57 yards for Oduzzi. What's he got? I got him on my 4 targets, 57. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go. Like the Jets have no chance to move the ball down the field at all. Like, I don't think Fields has the right rhythm to his, like, no connection at all. Nothing. Fire Aaron Glenn. Fire him. All right, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 from 35. The Jets with Justin Fields with time, check down, screen, and goes fucking nowhere. Oh, I can't believe I'm watching it. It's killing me. First down, Bears. Ooh. Like, are we going to see like a 1-2 punch with like the Steelers versus Bengals have a chance for the division? If the Patriots win today, that means they'll be 2-6 for the Browns. If the Ravens they'll be 1-6, that means that the Steelers and Bengals will be like fighting it out for first place. If it all works out that way. Hooly dooly. Hooly dooly. Can't tackle, yeah. Bradbird's been playing bad defense anyway. Even when Lamar Jackson was playing there, they've been playing bad defense. So 4th and 7, the Baltimore 22. The Bears might go for a field goal. Could go up to 6. The Browns are 1st and 10 on Cleveland 32. And the fucking Bengals, bro. The fucking Bengals. They need like a touching of something. They've had the ball with 3 plays. Okay, I gotta look at that. The Ravens had the ball for what, three plays? That's crazy. In one quarter, they had the Tyler Huntley's gone 1 for 1, 7 yards, and also been sacked, and Derrick Henry for 4 yards. Should I watch that game instead? All right, Browns and Gabriel, 7-3. Oh, they're moving down the field. I guess worst case scenario, they all win. Who scored for the New York Giants then? 6-0 for the Bears. Fantastic. Jackson Dart of the TD to Cam Scatterbo. There you go. Ooh. Didn't the New York Giants just beat the Eagles like 2 weeks ago? I'm pretty sure they did. 100%. Yeah, that's crazy. They want him fired so bad. Yeah. G'day, Shannon. What's going on, mate? Oh, he's here.
I've been sitting there for a minute. How you doing?
Good, man. How long have you been there for?
Oh, maybe five minutes or so.
Because I never look down there. Do you ever look down there?
Not really. When I'm
no, sorry, I didn't. Because in the StreamYard, there's like a thing down
so
here.
much stuff going on.
Sorry, Shano.
So, man, I'll tell you, it's crazy. 8 o'clock kickoff tonight.
Yeah, it's my 12 midnight. So.
Yeah, it's 6:30 there, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 5:30. So this will be a perfect time to steal a game right now. Like 1 p.m. would be my 5:30.
Man,
go to the bar, have a great time.
Losing with the schedule, huh?
Sorry?
You can't win for losing with the schedule.
Yeah. When I get back home, the Colts game will be, I think, 4 a.m. or 5 a.m.
What's with Pepper and Daredevil changing their names?
No, it's YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube does that. It fucking does something weird. Yeah. But I'm watching the fucking Bengals game. They've already gifted them 10 points because the Jets are a failure of an organization. Absolute failure. They went 4th down and 3 from the 35-yard line from their own 35 to lose. So, yeah, they're a failure. The Jets are going to be 0-8 if they don't fucking figure something out.
They get a good draft pick. Like that ever helps them out, huh?
Yeah, but teams always say that. Oh, we want a good draft pick and rebuild. And those teams, the Jaguars, it doesn't really. Kansas City, they got Mahomes and that helped, right? Once in the blue moon, but other than that, maybe he might be fired after today.
And firing mid-season though, it doesn't really help anything out, really.
No, it helps no one because they've already got their game plans for the next 3 months, right?
Yeah, and especially in college, it doesn't help out. I mean, well, although after the season, you don't really like with West Virginia, they lost the season because this is year 0 because the transfer portal, they can't really get any players for the new year. A lot of kids can leave. So, if you change your coach, people can leave. NFL. What would happen if people could renegotiate their contracts if the coach left? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be crazy?
What, mid-year?
Yeah. So say Tomlin gets fired, and Zach Frazier, then
they can renegotiate because that wasn't part of the plan.
Renegotiate the contract. They're like, listen, you got
that would be another video, which we already have too many videos about drama. It'd be like, holy shit, this happened again.
That's Wild West shit. That's.
So you're saying if I signed a contract like DK Metcalf for Tomlin and Tomlin was fired next year, if I didn't want to be a part of that because Tomlin was gone, I can get out?
Huh. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It makes sense though, because you're signing a contract because the team and also the personnel that is involved.
Right. Yeah.
And if he's not there, and also that happens all the time because coaches want players. The next minute a new coach comes in, they don't play their quarterback because it doesn't fit their system.
Because that happens all the time. Kids like a coach comes in and the kid's like, well, I'm not I'm a fullback and he doesn't run that kind of offense. I'm screwed. Yeah,
right. What happens to you once the new coach comes in? They seem to phase out all the other players that were drafted like 2 or 3 years ago, like quarterbacks or whoever it may be. So, I guess there'll be another wrinkle in the system. But what does this comment? Pepper wrote this. What's this mean? What's that mean?
Yeah, Kimmy. Yeah, so Kimmy. That's
Pepper. YouTube's playing up.
Yeah, that's Pepper. I know. So you saw. So Mark, if you didn't watch, if you want to watch some video, it's crazy. West Virginia. I didn't go to the game because I froze my ass off on Friday's high school game. I had tickets. I just didn't go. I just had stuff around the house. I watched at home. The atmosphere at Mountaineer Field. And mind you, Mark, it's a 2-5 team. The team is 2-5, and they packed the stadium.
The house.
They packed it. And it's different than a pro atmosphere. Like every person's handed like a strobe light. The lighting system is like more like a rock concert. Like they can light different aspects of the field. It was electric, and West Virginia's team actually played pretty well. They had a kid that's a freshman. The kid just turned 18. Like he literally should be a senior in high school this year.
That's quite young. 18 is pretty young.
And Mark, West Virginia is not on their 3rd string quarterback, not on their 4th string. They're on their 5th string quarterback.
Shit, injuries?
They're on their 4th string running back.
Wow.
And they played a 5-2 TCU team with a couple minutes left. They got an onside kick. That was a controversial call. There was a controversial no pass interference call. West Virginia lost 17-23. They had no business being in the game, and they were in the game, and they could have won. So, and this team is playing with. It's basically saying, Mark, the Steelers next year can't draft. You can't draft next year. and you have
No draft at all.
2/3 of the salary. So that's basically what they're playing with this year, and they're competitive. They were competitive. So I was very happy. I was very happy to see that the fans were out. And I don't know, Pepper, it's amazing to see that atmosphere. Like those fans get out there for a 2-5 team.
Isn't TCU the Bullfrogs?
Yeah, the Horned Frogs, and they played.
Yeah, aren't they a really good team now? Like, aren't they a good team?
They're okay. I mean, they played for a national championship 4 years ago, and then they were shitty 3 years ago or 2 years ago. So they kind of had their peak, and then they were not good for 2 years, and they're back up to they're 5-2. They're competing.
So they've turned their I guess they're not franchise, but their college around, right?
Well, they were a very small Christian school, but they have a lot of money. They got a good coach, and Texas is a hotbed for college recruiting.
Right.
Florida, Texas, California, Pennsylvania, New York. Those are the theater. It used to be Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh in the 80s. That was where you got your players, okay? But then it kind of switched down to Florida and Texas. But yeah, anybody in Texas can basically field a team. You got Texas Tech, Texas Christian, you got Baylor.
Competitive too, aren't they as well?
What's that?
The Longhorns are always competitive.
Well, that's the University of Texas is here. They have a lot of money. But they got to remember Texas Tech, who have never really been that great. They have spent $300 million on their program in the past year and a half. $300 million.
It's a lot.
So they have all kinds of oil money to throw at their program, where like West Virginia spends 120. So they're going to compete with. They have more money. They have about as much money as Texas. So this Texas Tech program can outcompete SEC schools. But isn't that Maddie's college school? Yeah, that's Maddie's.
Yeah, it is.
College.
I think it is. Yeah, he has some connection. I think he went to a college game when he was younger. He's always had a connection with Texas.
Yeah, got Texas or Texas Tech.
The Longhorns.
Okay, Longhorns. Well, Texas Tech is red and black, and they kind of have a cool mascot. It's like a bandit, and their mascot usually has 2 pistols. It's probably not PC anymore, but they used to say "guns up."
Yeah, can't do it now.
Guns up. But the Mountaineer, the mascot for West Virginia, is a mountain man. Did you know that, Mark?
Yeah, I think you have you in your photo.
Yeah, and he has a big musket, and at the games he fires that musket.
That'd be cool.
It's a big Kentucky long rifle.
Or the Ravens are 2nd and 6 on the Chicago 18. They're going down the field. So,
yeah, Pepper. It's the Red Raiders. Yep.
Yeah. That's what I struggle with. I can't keep up. Oh, big run by the Jets.
Wow.
I hope they win. I can't keep up with the college teams because there's so many. I just don't have time.
Well, there's probably. Well, if you could keep track of about 64.
Yeah, or watch like a certain division.
200.
Even people say to me, watch the SEC or watch, this, and this. And it's still, I just can't spend all my time on the phone, It's just.
No, it's tough. But in order to kind of feel what's happening with the draft, you got to kind of know what's happening with some of the college programs.
Yeah.
Especially quarterbacks. And
quarterback and receiver and the star play, online and stuff.
The Big 10, the SEC, and Big 12. And sometimes the ACC, you'll be pretty good.
Oh, the Patriots turned it over. Holy shit! Drake May just threw interception to the Browns, 7-3. Now they're on their side of the field. Oh boy, the Browns are having to come back too. Crazy. Pepper says her game was cardiac including. I think that was she follows Alabama.
Yeah,
I think Alabama. I think from memory.
Kimmy, if you ever want to go on the Alabama Voice of College Football Alabama show, Jackson Johnson would love to have you.
I remember Alabama was a big team 5 years ago, right? Like the best one?
Yeah, they were a dynasty. They were a dynasty when Saban had them.
That was when they had Derrick Henry, right? Well, even back was Derrick Henry was 10 years ago, but
they're still legitimate. They're still a good team. They're not fear inspiring like they used to be.
Yeah, right.
You know how there's certain teams are just they have 3 points, 7 points just because they are who they are.
You'd wake up in the morning, you'd see Alabama versus a low school team 56-0.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, how they even allow that to even happen? They can't get with the nil money, but they're good. Yeah. That's right. What about Colorado? Colorado got fucking shut out yesterday.
They
Well, not
did.
shut out,
They
but they were
did.
48-0 at halftime.
I think what happened with Colorado had some money. They just don't. The boosters are kind of getting booster. I call it booster fatigue. The guys that are giving the money just like, yeah. They opened up their pocketbooks when Prime first got there, and then they just.
And now it's like their end of the bargain's fizzling out, kind of thing.
Now that's West Virginia's. West Virginia's next game is Houston. The next home game is Colorado. So Colorado comes to Morgan.
So I guess for the sport though, like Prime being there, and that's why the Sanders thing's so exciting. But like, you can't keep your eyes away. That's why I think you said like if Sanders were to go to the Steelers, it would be like a crazy show. Even when he said that Rodgers was going to go, but so that was like fun, right? For like what 5, 6, 7 weeks, and now it's not fun anymore.
Well,
Because,
I would say the first year and a half, it was pretty exciting.
And now it's like, whatever.
Yeah, he still does a pretty good job with that team. I mean, they literally won one game in 2 years. And from going from 1990, where they were the co champions of the nation. So they shared the championship with.
Wouldn't you think there was like, wouldn't football teams want to play harder against Colorado because they're so hyped up? Like other real football coaches and be like,
I wouldn't say they're hyped up, but you know, a big Steeler that went there, Cordell Stewart.
Yeah. Number 10.
So
I don't know. I think now that Sanders is gone, it doesn't seem like it's like it's talked about enough. But I saw they got beat down yesterday. I see snippets of certain stuff.
they got stomped. I mean, you know, Utah and BYU are legitimate, and BYU, Mark, has a quarterback, and he wears the number 47.
Let me see that. Who's BYU? BYU.
He's a freshman.
UB.
He runs the ball like his pants are on fire.
What's this? Oh, 47. Well, that's weird. What kind of number is that?
It's just an old school in the 40s they used to wear. That's a quarterback number from like the 40s.
Okay. Imagine seeing that in the NFL, though.
Yeah, he was a walk-on. And he's kicking ass and taking names.
What's his name? Daily
Metzger, something like that.
Okay. I thought his name was Daily Universe, but that's a fucking publication that talked about it.
But he was fun to watch. He's very physical. He's like a mini Tim Tebow.
Yeah, right.
He can throw the ball. I would like for this, you know, he'd be a fun little draft pick in a couple years.
47's a strange number, though, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah. But BYU is a fun team to watch. I mean, they're just exciting. They've had 2 games where they come from behind and they've won. It's a good fan base.
I'll tell you who there's a quarterback that I don't know why. I put money on him for MVP. His last name's Sawyer. I don't remember his first name. Plays for Baylor.
Oh, Baylor's. Yeah. He's in the Big 12.
Sawyer Robinson, I think his name is.
Yep, he's good.
I backed him for the MVP, but because now he's got 23 T's in 7 innings. Before he was going really well, but not anymore.
Well, West Virginia's quarterback is a freshman. He had 300 yards passing, and this is his second start. So
yeah, right. So what's freshman? Freshman is like the first year, is it?
First year.
And what's red cert freshmen in that mean they don't play him?
That means they sit 1 year and it's their first year playing. So they're usually like it's their second year, but it's their first year.
Right. I swear I'm trying to figure it every year. All right, we got the Bengals now 10-3 with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Ooh, he fell over. Nah. And I don't know what the Brown score is though. Bears got a good return.
So how many more days do you have your trip?
I legit tomorrow, so like 2 hours after the Steelers game, I have a flight. Yeah.
So you're just gonna sleep on the plane?
I'm probably going to do this stream until the games end for the AFC North. Have some dinner. I might come into yours and Bubba's, maybe, small chance. And then I'll watch the game and I'll sleep for about an hour or two. Then I'll wake up at 5 a.m., 4:30, and I'll get the shuttle bus at 5, get to the airport by 5:15, and get on a flight by 7:25.
Is it 16 hours?
The first one is 7. And then I have 7 hours to Doha, to Qatar, and then 3-hour layover. And then the second one is 15.
Yeah, I've been to Qatar a few times.
Yeah, it's a long way. That's like 25 hours in total. So my Tuesday, 6 p.m. It's pretty much 24 hours from when the game ends.
Yeah, I used to fly from Frankfurt to Qatar.
Yeah, it's like 9 hours, 10 hours. So
I don't remember. I think it was like 7 or 8.
I was going to live stream, but you guys already doing it. So.
Baghdad to Frankfurt. It was 7 hours.
Yeah, I was going to live, but there's no point because it's my 12. It's too hard. Like right now for me, it's 6 p.m. So I can do this for an hour or so. I can join you guys for one session, watch the game, get everything packed up, everything ready. So when I wake up, I'm out the door.
So how much kit do you have with you? You have a microphone, I can see. You have a laptop.
Yeah, I got my camera, microphone, and laptop. That's everything.
Yeah.
And my mouse. Oh, fuck, they scored.
Yeah.
Fucking Higgins. They're going to lose. Yeah, I got a mouse pad, charger, mic, which my good mic now, and my camera. That's pretty much it. And free Wi-Fi. I
was late because I had an oak tree about a month ago blow down, a big one. It's probably about this big around. And there's a tree guy across the street cutting trees, and I'm like, hey, how much to get this one sawed? I have a chainsaw.
Oh, so it already fell down before.
Yeah, it's down, and it's the big root ball up, like the roots come up. Guy quoted me $150. That's cheap. I mean, I can't go get my chainsaw from my dad, which is 50 miles away. That's $30-$40 in gas.
I guess if you outsource someone else in the local pages, it would have cost you like $450 to $500 or something.
No, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it would cost, but it was a great price. I just couldn't, And he's like, "Do you want me to do it today?" I'm like, "Well, maybe not today, because the federal government isn't paying people." And it's like I can afford to pay them now, but I don't want to spend money that I don't need to spend. I said, "We'll just do it in the spring." The tree's not going anywhere.
Well, you can look it up, look the price up, or lock him up, and
he quoted me. He's like, "Yeah, we'll do it." He's going to be at my neighbor's in the spring. He'll do it then. So
yeah, fair enough. But no, I've got everything kind of planned out. I might come on once, maybe, but the game for me in Dublin is 12:15, so that's their 8 p.m. games of midnight to 3 a.m. So, but tomorrow in Ireland they have a bank holiday. They have actual like a public holiday. So most people. I was in the pub with my mate Tom, the international fan, and he'll stay out for a little minute, then go home to watch it. But
where are you at right now?
In the hotel.
In what country?
Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, you're in Dublin.
Yeah, I did a whole tour. I did this. I'll show you.
Oh shit, that's why it's going to be 7 hours. I thought you were in Austria still.
No, I did this. So,
I
flew from Dublin to Munich 3 weeks ago. I went Munich to Nuremberg, Nuremberg, Dresden, Dresden to Prague, Prague to Vienna, Vienna to Linz and Mauthausen, Linz to Salzburg, Salzburg, Munich, Munich to Dublin. In 3 weeks.
Wow.
Tired. So it's a lot of traveling, a lot of trains.
Now in 3 weeks, how do you take that off your job? Does someone fill in for you, or they just don't have?
No, I'm a casual. In my job, we all kind of work really well together.
Okay.
So I pretty much just save money up, work really hard, save money up, took off. I probably could have taken off 3 weeks, not 4, but I just did it. But they just run the show while I get everything ready. When I left, I had all my comps ready, my sessions ready. I had everything set. So when I get back,
you press it and they just kind of execute. That makes sense.
Yeah. But my goal is now to go back home, work hard as well, work hard in between before the draft. And then I've told work I'm going away for that too, because I'm only a casual, but like I'm a full-time casual. So I work 32 hours, then 1 week it's 35. So it's like off and on kind of thing. But eventually I'm hoping to get a part-time role for my job, because we're getting more courts and I have more things I can build. I can make my program bigger.
Yeah.
Like my program that I do as my job, pickleball coach and organizer. When I first started, I had six sessions, or 4 or 5. Now I've got 26. Like
What?
a week. Yeah, man. I mean, we're fucking working hard. Like real hard. So because I play the game too, right? I play pickleball. And that helps with passion, with anything, with the Steelers and pickleball. If you're passionate and you're allowed to wear shorts while you work, things grow. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the business, the business.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I work for a non-for-profit organization, but my goal was just create sessions and build the community to get myself hours.
Yeah.
Like I knew if I built the community, I would have a job, and I didn't have a job.
What a lot of people in my line of work do. You have to make yourself a niche, and yep.
I haven't put my tips in for fucking ever. But so basically, in a nutshell, when I started the job, I played there in 2020. Played there for 2 years. COVID was happening. COVID was crazy times, right? It's fucking all over the shop. I started doing Uber Eats because I couldn't get a job because I didn't take the vax, so I couldn't get real work. And then I was fired from my travel job, which I was meant to be a travel agent for the rest of my life. They fired me, and then I started doing Uber Eats, and eventually things are getting back to normal in 2022-3. And I said to one of the girls at the center, I was like, you need to hire me. You need to hire me as the pickleball guy, because pickleball is getting out of control and too many people are turning up. You need someone to organize it. A month later, I was offered a job, took the job, and then 2 years later, I went from 5 sessions to now 26. So, but because I have passion behind it, it's not easy, but it's easier to do. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. You like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's enjoyable. And I do like to build things and create things. And we got 5 comps now in my center. So we have like a ladies' night Tuesday. I have a Wednesday intermediate. I have 3 comps on a Thursday, the 4 p.m. session to 6 p.m. session to 6:30 to 8:30, and a men's comp 6:30 to 8:30, right? Most of my job is just talking to people and like, hey, Mark, get me into a comp. And I'm like, okay, let me figure it out. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to put you into a comp. Or, hey, Mark, my kid wants to play. Can you help me out? Yeah, fucking oath. Come, I'll help you. So I do. It's fucking fun. So when I get back, I'll go into. They'll be like, Mark, how's your holiday? I'm like, it's fantastic. However, let's fucking play. Let's go. But it's definitely easier to me. Being passionate about sport, that I love playing the game, because pickleball is fun to me. It's fantastic. And I've been coaching as well. So I've been coaching, like, I think I've shown about 40, 50 people how to play the last 2 years.
You're growing the sport. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth. It's been the lowest paying job I've ever had, but the funnest, and also the flexibility has been more fun. Oof. But I played in Prague, played pickleball. That was cool. Yeah, played some.
Now, how did you find a court? Was it hard to find,
just
Googled?
They're pretty cool. I Googled like pickleball Prague, found an email, texted one of the girls, and she was like, yeah, we play Sunday. I WhatsApped them. I did WhatsApp, and she was like, oh, just turn up Sunday and pay $10 or whatever. I think I've never actually even played. I don't even paid actually. And then we played just games here and there. And then the next Tuesday, one of the guys like, oh, come back and play Tuesday. We just asked 4 blokes like playing. So I played that as well. So it's pretty fun.
And did they speak English at all or no?
Yes, some did.
Oh.
Yeah. I definitely found Germany really hard, to be honest. Don't know if I'll go back.
Well, you want to hear my neighbor, his name was Dean Griffith, and he was a World War II vet, and he was in Patton's, one of Patton's armored columns, okay? And he was a scout. So he'd go out in a Jeep and kind of see where the Germans were and then come back. But anyways, he had leave. He went to Paris, okay?
What year?
I think this was like fall of 44. So it was after. 44. So it was like right no, I think it was like Christmas. Like he got hurt, so Paris was occupied by the Americans, or maybe it was like January 45, round in there. He told me the story when I was like 18. So I mean, I'm going back to like 1990 when I'm thinking about it. But so basically, bottom line is he went on leave for 3 or 4 days to Paris, and he said the Parisians were so nasty because he didn't speak French. He said he wanted to go back, and he said they were dirty. He said he wanted to go back to Germany, because where they were on the front, where they kind of, this had to be like almost into 45 because they were starting to occupy part of Germany. He said the Germans at least had toilets and were somewhat more civilized. But it sounds like the Germans are now kind of like what are the French now, like with.
That's I just found, as a guy, because I don't speak German and I don't try. However, I'm a fucking tourist that wants to get a beer or a meal,
Right.
and you go to these places and they give you the cold shoulder. It's crazy.
Exactly. If you're visiting, it's not like you're visiting for 2 weeks. It's not like
9 days I was there, and I never felt comfortable in Germany. From mostly the German men, I just found them to be very cold, and if you didn't speak their language, they didn't care.
They're cold. Yeah, Germans are somewhat cold to begin with. They're very, but
yeah, it was still interesting. But if I do it again, if I go back there in 10 years' time or whatever it may be, I would probably skip Germany and go to Poland or Hungary or something like that, or somewhere like that. I just found that when I went to cafes and stuff, I went to a cafe. This one guy, an older fella, I walked in. He's like, "Hello," or went, German speak, and I was like, "Hello," and he went like that, and I went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He just shrugged his fucking, holy, hang on a minute. Is that the guy from Parks and Rec? No, that can't be right.
I gotta look up who that is. Hold on.
That's correct. Is that right? It is too. Is it? Or is he the center? He's the center for the Jets. Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's real terrible.
What do you have? Cancer.
I don't know. Former Jets, he passed away today, apparently. Wow, that's terrible.
Steelhead, we give Mark a hard time about a haircut, but that picture with you, man, your hair looks like you just woke up from bed.
Yeah, I've been growing my beard out too as well for the European beard.
Traveling.
Yeah, he. I remember him playing. He played the Steelers, I'm pretty sure, in 2009.
Oh no, Timmy, that's terrible.
I didn't even know he was sick. That's sad.
Pepper, I'm sorry.
Pepper says we do the same thing. I seen it firsthand. Well, I guess with what the language. I kind of get that. If I don't speak German, I understand. I'm not trying. However, it wasn't the most welcoming place. I found Austria and Prague and that more welcoming than Germany. But that's just
I'm going to tell you this in chat. You can agree with me. If you're, say, from New York and you're visiting, if you're from the city of New York, and when I lived in New York, I lived in Orange County. So you have the 5 boroughs, and then in order to work in the 5 boroughs of New York City, you can only live in Orange or Westchester County, I think. Anyways, and so a lot of firefighters and a lot of policemen lived in my community. But you go north of where I lived, and if you had like a New York accent, like from the city, and you were up there in like Warwick or Woodstock, people would kind of roll their eyes, like, "Oh no, here comes the city folks." So I mean, it happened.
I was in Munich, and Munich's like there was Oktoberfest on it. I did feel the cold shoulder from some of the blokes, but the women were nice. Some of the women were entertaining. If I went to a cafe, they would talk. They'd be, But I do understand, because if I don't know their language, it was a lot easier. I met my friend there, Harrison. I worked with him 9 years ago in Banff, and he met up with me because he lives over there. He's been living in Germany for 4 years, right? And when we walked in together, and he was speaking in German, super easy. Walk in, get a beer, and have a talk, and that was fine. It was only when I was by myself that I found it a bit difficult.
You got to have a wingman that speaks.
Yeah, definitely. But that was the hard point. I kind of think was, when you're in Europe, you just, different languages around. You don't know what's being said, but they could be like, "Oh, that tall guy wearing the Steelers beanie is an idiot," you know. But yeah, overall, like I said, it's been an interesting up and down roller coaster. And yeah, rest in peace. That's crazy. I remember him playing for the Jets too. He played us in 2009, I think. I think in the playoffs. I think he played there. I think that's super young too. I was thinking of someone else. There's a guy from Parks and Rec. I can't remember his name. I was thinking of Nick Offerman. That's what I was thinking of. That's the wrong person. Yeah, 100%. I agree. It's like when some people go to Sydney and they get over, people asking for direction, this kind of stuff. It's like when someone says you walk into a bar, right? And they are, what's a Wi-Fi password? And they probably just go, because how many times would they be they'd say that. Or I went to Starbucks today and I said, what's the code for the door? And the girl was like, 2002. And she must be asked it every single day. But got to piss. What do you want me to do? I don't know if you probably haven't seen it, but I saw this thing, the Eagle's Nest. That was insane.
How was that?
That was pretty fucking, like, to be where he was, and the fact like that was a place where they strategized and they also went on holidays too. And what made me think about it was, while the war was going on, they were just going for a summer holiday. They take their family up there and fucking have drinks and party and stuff.
This guy that, like, they did this Band of Brothers HBO miniseries about.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it again. I need to see it again.
Yeah, from the, I think it was the 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment. It's funny is the 505th. The 505th is 101st, and the 506th is 82nd. I have to look it up. I get them mixed up. You'd think they would be in the same division. I'm looking up Band of Brothers.
But no, it was like, because I went to Mauthausen was quite intense as well. One of the worst camps there was the Stairway of Death. That was pretty insane to be a part of that, where they made them walk up and down the stairs, 185 stairs, carrying 50 pounds of or 60 pounds of weight, 50 kilos of stone. One of the camps that they imprisoned so many people for so many different things, and all these things happening. Over 180,000, 200,000 people went there, and 95,000 died. Where they burnt them or whatever. They did everything to them, right?
They did.
Yeah, that was pretty insane to be a part of that. So I took photos from the outside, never took photos from the inside. But one of the cool things I saw too was, this was pretty interesting, was the walkway to the Eagle's Nest. Hitler and their crew, they're on a mountain already, right? Then they designed a big fucking hallway, like a tunnel that goes like, I don't know, 300 meters. Then at the end of the tunnel was just a lift that went up, right? So I got a photo where I beat everyone who was behind me to get a clear photo. And what the guy was saying on tour, he said, imagine the American soldiers that went there, that behind those closed doors, they wouldn't know what was behind there.
No.
Right? Because when I was getting liberated, right, they just had no idea.
No.
Apparently, when they liberated, there's no one there anyway. They did all their checks and they went upstairs and they went right for the silver room. They took all the silver, they popped the champagne, smoked cigars, and had a great time. But as he was saying was, when they got to that door, they could you imagine being a soldier at that door, not knowing what's behind it?
Yeah, you're breaching that door. You don't know if there's a crew-served weapon back there with, maybe
or something, or
company. You don't know if it's his SS, if it's Hitler's guard. You don't know if if it's Hitler himself there. I mean, if you're Dick Winters in his battalion, at that time Dick Winters was a battalion commander. Man, that was something.
Yeah. So what the tour guy was from Australia, from Sydney, and that's going out. But he said, I couldn't get a picture going in. There's too many tourists, and it's very tough to get a picture without tourists. But as he said, could you imagine the platoon that was outside that door, not knowing what was up or in or around, the fact that they had to go in there to liberate. Once they did, though, like the Banner Brothers TV show explains, like they did it all, and then it was like, oh, relax time, beers and wine and cigars and everything else was popped because that was the time. So that was kind of cool. Like I took a photo of this image where Hitler was like chilling on the sun deck. And I thought, fucking, I just walked past where he sat. That kind of shit always gets me.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. And I know people are doing selfies and stuff, but I was like, no, that's I'm not doing a selfie. It blows my mind that he was there and then here's me, because they said like he was there 14, 15 times. They used times to strategize. There was another colonel or another SS guy that was there all the time. But basically it was a place where during the 3 or 4 years, and that, by the way, they made that Hitler's nest, Eagle's Nest, in 14 months, taking all the stone up there, 2,000 yards up, and the fact that they had summer holidays and invited all their girlfriends and wives and all that kind of shit, while people are getting executed, what, not even 200 miles away, it makes me blow my mind.
Yeah, life goes on for those guys and behind the lines, while the front lines, it's all.
Yeah, and they still do all the strategy and telling this person to move here and take that ridge or take that whatever, and they're like, okay, let's have a holiday. Like it doesn't make sense.
Imagine the people starving, and then there's a bakery, a quarter of a mile away, and those people probably smell the bread, and the people in the village probably smell the burning bodies. So it's kind of like it just I remember in Iraq, there were mass graves, and that when they went through and they got into that earth, that smell, once that smell gets into you, you just never forget it. So I just can't imagine, some of that carnage these World War II vets were privy
it was
to.
Definitely a few highlights were those three. Was the Nuremberg trials, being a part of that in that courtroom was quite kind of like chilly and cool. And then also the Mauthausen, when I was here, the fact that like I was in these little barracks, and the barracks were made for 15 people, but they could fit 200. However, they put in 2,000. Like they had like beds on beds on beds, and 3 or 4 people to a bed, and they didn't feed them, didn't do anything. Like it was fucking terrible. So the fact that like these moments when you stand in that and you go, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to leave at some stage because you can't stay in that moment. But it's crazy to think that you're in that room where all that shit happened. Makes no sense. It's wild.
Yeah, Nixon, who was in Band of Brothers, he was Captain Nixon. He was the S2 of that battalion. And after the war was over, I think he was the provost marshal of the prisoners of war, which I think at Nuremberg. I'll have to look that up, but it's interesting that that you were there and the connection between the guys that took that piece of real estate at the Eagle's Nest, and also the fact that you went and saw where the Nuremberg trials were.
Yeah, I made sure I did it on purpose. I went to Nuremberg to do the trials on purpose. I went to a camp on purpose because I heard about 10 years ago, and I went to Eagle's Nest because one of my guys from pickleball said you have to go see it for the views and for the history. So if anything, out of the 3 weeks of my tour, I saw 3 pretty much impactful fucking things. Now that I can research and do YouTube stuff about, because now that like you go there, it makes you think more about what you want to learn about what happened. You know what I mean?
Now, this is a simple question. I don't really know, and like I know some history about like South Africa. I don't know any history other than how Australia was kind of founded. There are really no battles in Australia other than World War II in the northern part and
they went to
the ocean. There was some sea stuff, but
Gallipoli with in Turkey and that.
Right.
And that was kind of like a bad time. It wasn't. We shouldn't have gone with what beach we went to.
That was 1917, wasn't it? Or 15?
I can't remember. But it was pretty much like a setup. Gallipoli was Anzac Day was something we celebrate here, And Gallipoli, I think from memories, was there was conversation that they landed at the wrong beach, and as they went to the wrong beach, they got fucking towed up.
Yeah, I think Churchill was did the strategy for that, and it was a big blunder. But the fact that you guys were a huge assault force on the Ottoman Empire, you just kept assaulting through, and
yeah,
to
correct.
what?
You were right. 1915 was on April 25th is why we celebrate Anzac Day. It was called Australian New Zealand troops Anzac Day. Landed at Anzac Cove and they got ripped up.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what it's.
Gallipoli was when you guys assaulted the Ottomans at that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Australia's history. I think we were in helps of wars and stuff. Not that I know too much about it, but I think it's like in terms of our actual country, from in a nutshell, it was pretty much the British came over with this, the prisoners and did some horrific things to the original people of Australia, took over, and that's pretty much how it started.
Yeah.
The war on the emus. I'll be right back. I'll get a Coke. Hang on 1 sec. I'll be like 2 secs.
But now I'm I went from a history whore to a pop culture whore because you have to learn all about history when that's your avocation, right? You got to kind of know what other folks have done.
I know bits about it, but I'm not like too confident I can know a lot about it. But I just find this stuff very. I think when you're a part of it, and when I go to Mouth House or Eagles Nest, that kind of stuff. And then you go to like, I kid you not, that photo I took of that tunnel, it's amazing. The fact that like all the troops would walk up and down that, and that was like the main access was insane,
Now, how long are you coming for April? Because I would love to take you to West Point, give you a tour.
I'll be in Pittsburgh. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna. My goal is there for a week or so.
It's 4.5 hour drive, 4 hour drive, but you
What's
have
West Point. Is that what is that a certain battle?
That's the United States Military Academy, and that's where literally Thomas Jefferson set up the school in 1802.
Yeah,
and
right.
It used to be a military fort, and it's where Benedict Arnold was the general of the garrison, and it's where there's a bend in the Hudson River, and that's where the British ships had to slow down. So what the Americans
I love that shit. When me and Dad went there in 2020, we went to New York, Philadelphia, and Gettysburg, and we learned all about that kind of stuff.
Cool. You've been to Gettysburg? Yeah, West Point. So they have these chains. The chains are probably about half the size of a car, and they ran it across the Hudson River, and it would stop the ships.
As in West Point is like the Hudson River is in New York?
Yeah, the Hudson River goes from, upstate New York, flows down into New York City.
So when you're saying that the chain stopped them on what, as a defense mechanism?
Yeah, the chain was literally the chain link. Each link was this big around, and then the link itself was the size of a car, and then they just strung it across the river.
Because when me and Dad went there in 2019 before the pandemic, I called it the New York to Nowhere tour, which was New York to pretty much to Niagara Falls. And we learned about like the in New York where all the steel came. The Pittsburgh steel was used for the New York stuff, like, all that kind of shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we went to the big buildings and that. And then we went from New York to Philadelphia to where, all the things were signed and things happened. The Bell, Benjamin Franklin Museum. We did all that kind of stuff. That was pretty cool too, g'day, bud. What's going on, mate?
He's still working, watching the Browns.
Yeah, and James is get you. Yeah, I do sometimes. I enjoy learning stuff.
Here's the thing: Pittsburgh is so interesting because of its history, because it was the launching point for the West. I mean, the Lewis and Clark. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but Thomas Jefferson in 1802 basically told Lewis and Clark, Captain Meriwether Lewis, and he said, hey, he was the head guy, and then he got Captain Clark, who he had worked for before. So I need you to go out and explore this vast territory I bought off of Napoleon. And it was all that land west of the Mississippi that was unexplored. and they left from Pittsburgh, and in Pittsburgh they had a boat built, and it took them up until September to leave because the boatsmith or the Wainwright or whatever the guy that makes boats was a drunk, and he kept getting too drunk to make the boat. And they left on the Ohio River, and they went the whole way up the Missouri River, and they got to the Pacific Ocean. It took them 2 years. And they charted that, and they were the first people to run in some of the Native Americans and on there, the Mandans and the Creek, and
wasn't all this, from what I know, wasn't the steel made from Pittsburgh used in like New York and stuff, like to build the railroads and shit?
Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie, and all of that, all those titans of industry, from Carnegie to Frick to Westinghouse, they all kind of had a hand in building everything. From
didn't they build the railways and shit like that too?
Yeah, that steel was used to build the railway, to build everything in New York City, to the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean,
all the big that's what I find really interesting. And then what me and Dad did was we went to Philadelphia, and that's where all the legal side stuff happened. Like
that's where the birth of America happened. That's where that's America. But it wasn't until there was a treaty in 1754 that they purchased the rest of the land from the Iroquois, the rest of the half of Pennsylvania. So they only had like a third of Pennsylvania, and then they bought it in 2 different stages.
I always find it very interesting. I can't remember what war it was, but wasn't it like Spain versus France inside Ohio, a war?
It was the French and Indian War. It was France and the English.
That's what I find crazy.
So that happened right where I live. So where I live is where literally George Washington was a major in the British Army, and he had his ass kicked in a place called Bushy Creek, which is in Uniontown, which is just south of Pittsburgh. So the Indians whooped his ass. Braddock, who a lot of the Pittsburgh streets are named after, got killed. General Braddock got killed. So Washington retreated, and he went the whole way up to Erie, and he went past my house.
Lake Erie.
Yeah, he went the whole way up to Erie to a fort up there to kind of negotiate a peace. And that was, but the French all had ties with the Indians, and they just kept harassing and just attacking the British. And
so the French were working with the Indians to fight back against the Brits.
Yeah, and that's why Fort Duquesne became Fort Pitt. Changed hands a number of times. I just find that
like very, very things are happening so fast over there, right? But the history, because it's so crazy, the fact that 2 colonies or countries fought inside of America, I just find that really. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a place in Katanning, which is right on the what is it? The Allegheny River. Okay. So on the Allegheny River was a town called Katanning. Well, there's a place called Blanket Hill, and they call it Blanket Hill because Captain Armstrong slept there with his force of about 100 men before they went down and attacked and killed all the villagers.
Right.
And that was during that time frame.
Yeah, because I've been listening to now too, because like on a more very similar to this, like just like random different cuts of knowledge, right? From yourself, because you know quite a lot. I've been listening to Shane Gillis. He's the comedian, but he's also a history teacher, and he explains it so well, like just in like short bits of like how it happened and what happened, Because I actually, me and Dad went to some museum in Philadelphia, right? And very lucky, the very last day we were there, we saw George Washington's tent, like his old tent. Yeah. And you know how fucking small he was? He was like 5'4". He was nothing. Like the tent was nothing. It was tiny.
Yeah.
So we saw
you see this. You go to the West Point Museum and you see like Hermann Göring from the German general. You have his gold-plated Walther. You had General Gavin, who was the 82nd Airborne Division's commander. You have his. it's an M1 Garand carbine. It's a little shorter, and it has a different. I wouldn't even call it a trench knife, because it literally is like, it looks like a spike.
Yeah,
And
right. So it's not the same
triangle
one.
shape, so it could go in and out of the body. So I mean, there's just different things. And then here's the craziest thing about West Point. They bought a college that was a women's college called Lady Cliff College in 1980. They bought it. And the pool that they used for the girls to swim in is now where they store all of their weapons. They turned it into like a vault. And you know how like you have 2x4 boards in like a garage, you might have just sheet metal on it?
Yeah, like different things. Yeah.
Well, I was doing I had to do an inventory there. I had gloves on, and he said, "Don't touch that. That's sharp." I look, and it's stacked with samurai swords. Going back to so guys in World War II would take these samurai swords from the Japanese.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any hilts, because the hilts were made from either shark or maybe like goat or something, and they would rot off. But you had this, and they were shiny, and they were sharp as shit, and they were just stacked there like it was just metal, like stacked in it. I mean, the fact that they had this stuff is just, it blows your mind. So everybody's grandpa that died would donate their prized possession to the museum.
I was in some castle in Salzburg, one of the big fortresses there. It was like built in like 1100 or some shit. And over time, and there was a certain period that you went past and looked at all these the pikes and like the big axes and stuff like that. Some of that shit, I just don't even know how they'd even function to throw it, like to use it. Because those big swords were what, 5 foot long, you know?
Yeah, and then they even had pikes, and then they have like blunderbusses at Fort Ticonderoga in New York.
Yeah.
It's like a wall gun. It's just a giant rifle without rifling. So it would be like a gun. And I'm like, just some crazy shit that people
There's a few of those ones too I saw in that museum, because the fortress had like, obviously, it had like 1100, 1200, 1300, it had like everything from up until like 19th century, right? So things were moving up and down, guns are getting bigger. And some of the guns were just like a round barrel with like a trigger. That was it. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
at the end, and you're like,
yeah, you don't know which way it's going to come out.
We went down a history rabbit hole for 20 minutes, guys. It's hey, this is good stuff. I love it.
But like, I saw like during the 1200 or 1400s, there was a thing called I need to look it up more. It's called the 30-Year War, and apparently that war was going. You heard about that?
Yeah, wasn't that like 1550 or something? Or
yeah, it was like 1611 something, or 1625 to whatever. Basically, it was like all these different places in France and all over the shop fighting everyone. Apparently, you know. So and Austria was a part of that. The 30-Year War went for 30 years, and basically it was just like everyone trying to fight and fuck everyone over for castle to castle. But that was one of the wars that happened. Also, there was like another cool one I looked up during that castle. In Salzburg, the fortress, the prisoners and the not prisoners, but what do you call them? Like the normal villagers, right?
The peasants.
Revolted and fucking took over. So they had I looked it up for a little bit too. They were using like farmer tools to fucking fight these knights. You know what I mean?
Pitchforks and
pitchforks and like different types of things for the garden, and they were like, one day, okay, fuck you guys, and they started fighting them. So yeah, some of this stuff was like insane, because this castle was there from 1200 to now, and you went from room to room, from armory to armory, and you just saw these big, like, the swords are fucking, I don't think they're fucking massive. I can't believe it. I don't know how they do it. I'll be talking about the Bengals, but the Bengals fucking killing them.
Bengals. They turned a corner. They went from shit to sugar, huh?
Yeah, well, the Jets are going in the field now. But yeah, some of the old school stuff, like the car. I think when you go on a European trip, I think maybe maximum you got to see like 3 castles. You know, you do too many, too much. You can't do them all, but you got to like see at least 1 or 2 or 3, and that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get overwhelmed. The same with churches here. Like, there's a church every second fucking, you know?
and everything's old over there. Like
Yeah,
not like
everything.
Australia and the States where everything's like 100, it's 100 years
Yeah.
old.
It's like 1,000. I went to a pub in Salzburg, and these monks they made beer in 1616.
Oh my gosh.
So I went to a pub where these monks were whatever they were doing, and they were like, religion, and also, oh, by the way, we sell beer too. They make beer.
And then you go to a place in Pittsburgh, Mark. It's like, yeah, they've been selling Higher City here since 1975.
Yeah, down south side since 19.
Since Franco was in his third year.
Yeah, because I had one beer there, and when I walked in, all the locals knew what to do. I didn't know what to do. Apparently, you had to like grab a cup, wash it, buy a ticket, then go see the beer merchant who gave you beer. And I didn't know what to do. Fucking everyone just ran in there. But yeah, I was like, I got to go for one beer because it was 1616 when the monks, and the only one of the days they had free beer for the whole day was when the new pope was announced, like a couple of years back. Free beer for everyone.
There is a place in New York City called McSorley's, and it's been around since 1850, and they have sawdust on the floor, and they have whiskey, they have dark beer and light beer, and they used to just have whiskey and beer, but they have all of these, like, I'm like, what are these bones doing in the chandelier? What happened is they had a turkey dinner before guys went off to World War II, and they just threw like the what do they call it, the wishbones up there.
Well, they made what out of them? They made lights out of them.
No. It was a chandelier, and then they just threw the bone up there, and it got caught. The wishbones, like the a part of the breast that has that wishbone, you break it and make a wish. They just threw it up there. And
so it was like an animal, though. It wasn't a person.
No, they just throw these chicken bones up there.
It's fucking crazy. One place I was in
smells like piss and sawdust.
In
New
this
York
place,
City.
Wait, this place called Hallstatt. I love saying the name Hallstatt, right? Hallstatt in Austria, right? As I'm here, I didn't go to the place because I've been to one of these places before. They call it like a Capuchin, like monk center, like where these bones are. Anyways, there's a certain place where what they did was in Hallstatt in Austria, because there's no room for fucking funeral for graveyards. What they used to do was they would bury people, right, for 10 years. After 10 years, they would dig their bodies up, grab the bones, and then use those bones to make like furniture and shit, or make like a house of bones. There's a place called in Hallstatt called a House of Bones. So it says on their graveyard, died from 1717 to 47. However, dug up 57. And then what they do was the families would like own that graveyard for the next person to jump into to decompose and then grab their bones out. It's fucking true in Hallstatt. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, but I've been to something like that before when I was in Rome. It was the same kind of thing. Capuchin monks during like the big flu that happened over there, Spanish flu or whatever. Everyone died, so they had to. They couldn't get rid of the bodies fast enough, so they used their bones to make murals and art and all that kind of stuff. It's like the same thing in France and in London. There's like bones under the underground. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I didn't go there because I've been to one of them before. But it is kind of weird when the one I was in Rome, right? In somewhere in Rome, the Capuchin monks. When you walk and because I'm tall, 1 foot above you is like a chandelier made of like elbows and wrists and shit. That's crazy.
Dicks and hip bones.
Yeah, because what they did was pretty much they couldn't bury them all quick enough.
Yeah.
So they had to put them somewhere. So, yeah, there is some, like, the honest to goodness, there's some, like, as you said, Australia's so young. America had your Civil War stuff. That was pretty crazy. But Europe goes back to fighting with dragons and shit, and magic.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene's going to the game today, too. He's going to the game.
Yeah, I offered him my TCU tickets. He said he couldn't go, so I want him to go just so he can compare the two. It's different. It's a different environment and it's a different experience.
Yeah, I think today's going to be pretty big for Rodgers as well.
I hope so.
Having a chance to beat the former team.
That would be great.
All right, so we got the update is Bengals 24-13, which the Bengals should win that. We have Browns losing 9-7. We have Ravens 10-6 at the. Oh boy, they're beating the Bears.
That'd be good.
Well, I want the Bears to win, but the Ravens are winning 10-6.
Yeah.
You know,
I love how they still talk like the Ravens are the ones to beat in the
good team.
conference.
They're like, oh, well, once we bounce back 5 games in a row, we'll be 500. I kind of want them to get Lamar Jackson back because I think then they have no more excuses. But I think he might be out even next week. Did you hear what he did? What he did, Shano? What
No.
Coach Harbaugh did? They said he was full practice. A lot of people bet that. Then the next day they said he was limited and couldn't play.
Well, that's terrible. You don't want to do that, especially with what's happened in the NBA. Did you hear about the NBA?
So yeah, I think they might get like. I don't know if you're even allowed. Are you allowed to go full practice and then not play at all?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just a bad look because right now the NBA has all these. It's basically like a cheating scandal.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Certain players were part of a syndicate to win games or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like just the one guy was left the game early to kind of change the outcome. The point guard left, and one guy was letting folks know that.
So who are they blaming? Are they blaming the players or the coaches or the league? Like, who are they blaming?
There's a lot of folks. There's some coaches from Portland. The head coach from Portland, Chauncey Billups, a point guard from that squad. Also, there was some card games that were going on where the card surface itself you could actually see the cards underneath. There are video cameras underneath. You could see what the cards, what the face of the cards were. The shuffling, it was an automatic shuffler that would kind of change the outcome of the way the cards were shuffled. All kinds of shit. So it was a multi-layered kind of racketing,
So the NBA is in a bit of heat, and their season just started too.
Right. So.
Have you been watching any hockey at the moment? Because the hockey's started as well.
No, I don't watch a lot of hockey until later in the season. But but it's fun. I did see that the Steelers all went to the first hockey game for the Penguins, which was fun.
Rodgers was there, too, with his crew. G'day, Patricia. What's going on? The Penguins are like 5-2 or 6-2. They're playing pretty well apparently for the start of the season, but obviously it's a long time. You know what's crazy? I've seen the Penguins play. I think 2 times because every time I go to the Steelers game, maybe 3 times. No, twice. Sorry. Every time I go there, I try and get a Penguins game too, and both times they've won. And I've seen Sidney Crosby play as well. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they're going pretty good. The Ravens are 4-3 at Chicago 10. Might go for a field goal. Tyler Huntley's playing okay. 14 for 15, 156. The Bills are up 19-3. Eagles 21-10. And Cleveland is kicked away. Oh boy. We're what's crazy, Shana? We're 7 weeks in, 8 weeks in. 10 weeks to go. By the time I get back home in 2 days' time, pretty much, or a day's time, it'll be spring going into near summer for Christmas. It'll be 1 month before Christmas.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's wild, eh? I think Ravens went up 13-6. So, oh boy, if they lose, well, they're at home too, by the way, though. So, even with Lamar Jackson being out, they should be playing better. So you reckon we got a chance to win them today?
Oh, absolutely. A very good chance.
Hmm.
There's,
You think because of Rodgers wants to beat all the 30?
That and the fact that the defense isn't going to lay two eggs lay two eggs. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Everybody was screaming and yelling that the defense is terrible. They were very good the game before. It's just hard to come back and play 4 days after.
Yeah. I think the defense, like, they have the talent. They just got to figure it out. Like, they're a talented team. They'll figure. I think today they'll be much better. I don't see them, playing as bad against like a. Well, obviously, I don't think the Packers have the talent like the receivers like the Bengals do. Jordan Love's going to hold the ball a lot longer as well to make a play down the field too. You know, I think we'll be okay. All right, Browns are 4th and 9 with 32, 7-9. Patriots are 5-2 as well. How are you going today in your fantasy? Because last week you fucking won.
I didn't think I was going to win. I ended up winning, Mark, and I had a backup quarterback. I had Drake May in as my backup, and I had a backup receiver, and I ended up winning against the best guy in the league.
Didn't you have 160 something points?
I had 126.
Oh, someone else had that one. Okay.
A couple weeks ago, I had 164.
Yeah, right.
But I have the most points overall at like 698.
Yeah, I think because you beat DB, you beat Arsenal DB, and that was like he hadn't lost yet.
Yeah, I beat Arsenal DB with my I had a bye week for Josh Allen and for my quarterback. So I had to put in a different defense. So I was surprised. I didn't think I was going to win. I really I had said on our show, I'm like, man, I lost by 2 points. But no, I end up winning.
How you doing today?
I haven't checked.
Okay. Let me find out. What are you, hillbilly bangers?
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I'm doing. But I'm in first place.
Is that you? No, that's not you. Oh, yeah, 24 points now. I don't know who you're playing, though. Holy smokes. You're versing Hank Steele, which is Dante.
Yeah.
It all depends. It just depends who they're going to play different personnel each week. You don't even know.
Well, I don't think I readjusted my schedule. I might have my starters back in.
You've got Josh Allen. You've got McCaffrey.
I did.
He's going bad. You've got a player who's sidelined. Garrett Wilson. He's not playing, so that's not good for you. You've got Hunter Henry, who's got 0 points.
Yeah,
he's doing nothing for the Patriots.
No,
and you've got
I'm going to lose this.
You've got someone empty.
Oh, I got an empty one. Yeah,
I hope you win. Zay Flowers got 11 points for you. You're still winning 24-11. Oh, I think you know what happens though. Some people check out. It's all part of the program because Dante has 2 people missing too as well. So we're not playing for money. We're just playing for. I'll buy someone a jersey whoever wins. But
no, I wanted to try it. I was going to try to take a little seriouser this year because last year I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, but even your match versus Dante, he's got no quarterback, and he's got no receiver. So it's like even really.
Yeah. If I could just get by with a win this week, that'll be good.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear? I didn't show you. Do you think Steelers win tonight? I think next week will be a big showdown. I think if the Steelers win tonight, it'll be 5-2 Steelers versus the Colts, who will be 6-2 because they'll beat the Titans. I think it's gonna be a big game. But here's one for you. Cameron McCracken, Browns are the Browns, right? He got 79 points. He has Justin Fields with 10, Achane with 14, Tegan's 11, Jefferson 14, and Fairbairn and Bill's defense 14. So he's winning 79 points, but he doesn't play anymore. I think his team's out. He just doesn't.
Really?
I don't think he's done. He's been losing because he doesn't put his team in. They're versing Pepper. Pepper's got 25, but
Pepper's
she's got
good.
Baker Mayfield. There you
Pepper
go.
knows her stuff.
But listen to this, Shano. This is what he sent me. The Kraken music. This is with the Irish one. Does that make you want to come to Ireland?
It does. Sounds really good.
He made that. But yeah, you're coming. You're coming first still. The Bengals up by, what are the Bengals up by now? Bengals up by 24-13. There's still time. What up, Dylan? What's going on, mate? Sneaky game. I think so. I think the Steelers game, to be honest, I think if they if they just play like Shano, if they just fucking play like they played the Browns, I'm happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. That's true.
I think they've had 11 days rest now, right? So they should be fine.
Oh, yeah. They've had plenty of time.
So there's no excuses. Yeah, you're winning 6-1 with 875, and you've had the most. You're first, and you beat DB last week. But yeah, I think if they can play physical and just play the normal brand of football they should be doing, then we got a chance. Oh, big run by the Patriots. Huge run.
Who did it? Hopefully, the tight end.
Nah, no, I think you have him. Henderson. Did you have him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have him, the running back. Henderson.
Yeah.
You want Hunter Henry to score a TD?
Yeah. I want Hunter Henry to do something other than.
Bubba's only got 3 points this week, but he's only started one.
Yeah.
One player. Where are you? Looking here. All right, Fields has time. Fields goes deep. Oh, overthrown. What do you think about that, Shano? That fact that Fields is now 0-7, but the Steelers can be 4-2 with him.
Well, I think that he had some help around him. And I think, even Tomlin gets shit. He knows how to, make the best of
Out of the team.
What he has.
He's 14 and 30.
It's hard going from team to team and then just kind of adjusting.
But the Jets seem like they're a team in just utter disappointment.
They've always been just an utter shambles. A team just in shambles, just always just a hot mess.
Their best years was, I think, 2009 though, with like Bart Scott and those guys.
Well, you're nicer than I am. I think back to Joe Namath.
Recent years anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are the Steelers? How many points have they been averaging per game? 27. Now?
Oh my, yeah, probably in the mid-20s. You look it up.
Let me see. Stats. Big play, by the way, to a Jets running back. They're going down the field. Justin Fields with time again. Steps up and nice. We got knocked over. Sorry. No flags. The Steelers are averaging points. They're averaging 25 per game. That's pretty good.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be back.
No worries.
Get some coffee too.
All right. I'll bring you out for a minute. All righty. So we have what scores we got? Baltimore 13-6 at the 39. Baltimore and Patriots score a TD, so 16-7, and the Jets are moving down the field. Holy dooly! Who scored that TD? Hunter Henry, there you go. So Shano got another one. Hunter Henry scored a TD. 7 yards out. So you got Henry and Henderson. And the Bears need to play for us tough because the Patriots are winning 16-7, sorry. And the Bears are losing by 7. That'd be nice. 8-2. I think just get the win today, and next week will be a big game too versus Colts. But definitely get the win today. Sean says, I think we beat the Packers. Colts at home beat Chargers. That's very true. So if you think 4 in a row would turn things around for sure. Dylan says he's very concerned about Darius Slay. I think so too, but we've got to see what happens with the defensive scheme. I think they've just got to bounce back and hopefully not play that prevent style of defense. That's quite annoying. But overall, they've had 25 points per game, but they're allowing 23 points per game. Do you like the Steelers to be winning or allowing 16 points per game or 17, not 23? The big thing is too now is that the time possession, the Steelers are allowing 32 minutes and 35 seconds, average to 27 minutes. So got to run the ball, control the rock, and hopefully they can put pressure on Jordan from the outside guys. Like I want to see more of Herbig too. Herbig didn't play much last week, but that all depends on, I think, Terrellson changed a few things. There you go. Grossi Posse. It's pretty cool. So, I can't believe Browns are the Browns that has 82 points, Pepper. 82. What do I have? I'm going terrible. I've got 26. I'm going fucking awful. All right. So we need the Bears to wake up. All right, Jets moving down the field on the Bengals logo. Justin Fields going to run, quarterback run to nowhere. Gets about 4 or 5 yards, 3rd down in field goal range. 3rd and something. Had to a little bit. And that's the fact that the fucking Jets gave the Bengals 10 points up. 3rd and 6. Henderson can't come back. Fields in shotgun with a man in motion. Can the Jets get their first freaking win? 3rd and 6. They rush 4. Step up and pressure and throws into the ground. They might punt the ball. And Buffalo's carving up the Panthers too, which they probably should, to be honest. Fuck. I think the Ravens moved down the field again. The Ravens moved down to the 14. They're going to go and control as well. Yeah, Ravens on 3rd and 8 at the Chicago 14. So we don't want to see them all win. At least someone lose. Ravens are 15 out. Tyler Huntley. Going to skedaddle, run around, and pass the end. Ooh, incomplete. Incomplete. So the only one right now looks like the Browns are the Browns, which we know they're all playing for a draft pick because the situation what they have with Dylan Gabriel is so stupid. And I think they just turned the ball over. The Patriots are first and goal. What happened then? It's hard to keep up. Dylan Gabriel pass short intended for Njoku intended by Robert Spillane for the 38 to the oh, they're done now. The Browns are done. So Gabriel passed short and got intercepted by Spilly, making plays for us still as a Patriot to the 6. Like the fact they thought that was going to work with Gabriel, they're getting ready to play Sanders very, very soon. Like very soon. And Ravens got 16-6. Come on, Bears. They need a fucking TD or something. Hurly dooley. Second and goal for the Pats. I wonder if they'll fire the Browns coach. I don't know if they'll fire him. Maybe they'll fire him. Maybe he'll get dunned. They threw a pick, 100%. They should fire him. Ooh. Second goal for the Pats and end zone. Third and goal. 3rd and 1. You got to hit him hard, son. Ooh, it did. The Jets hit him hard. Hit Chase hard. G'day, Grant. What's going on? I think so, 100%. The Jets still have a chance, to be honest. They have a chance. I know it sounds crazy. They have a chance to come back. So Browns are 3rd and goal at the 1 with a timeout. Bears are doing nothing. Flacco's getting chased. Sidearm sling, 3rd and 6. Jets have a chance. That's the one. If the Jets can win this one, Bubba, to get the first win over the Bengals, that's the one.
That would be fantastic. It would be like insult history for them, huh?
Be what, sorry?
I said it'd be great to see like the Jets beat. If their Jets are going to beat someone, that would be a great team to beat.
Anyone, yeah. They got time. They got 11 points down. That time, fucking 2 quarters to go. But it's like, okay, we beat the Jets, the Bengals beat us, but they beat them. You know, that's the NFL.
Right.
So what's your plan? Are you going to like jump on the show with Bubba tonight? You're going to have like, so it's your 1 or your 2 or 3 p.m. or something there, 3 p.m., 4 p.m.?
It's 3 o'clock here or 2:57. And then we'll jump on the show here. I think 8 is when he's going live.
Yeah, okay.
Is it 8? I have to look.
Yeah, 8.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
because even now, like what I'll probably do when this starts to wrap up soon, I'll go have dinner and then I'm just like getting ready for tomorrow. The whole not being in America is just different. It's not easy watching games. You had Hunter Henry, by the way, too. They scored a TD.
Oh, good. Let me see what I have to look. I have to pull up my thing here.
Yeah, now it was 35 or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a big run by the running back.
I have 42 points, and Hank still has 13.
There you go. Crushing them.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's out. I didn't sub anybody out. Oh, well.
You might win without him. That's what I mean. It happens because, like, obviously, we're not playing for money. So not everyone's always checked in. But
yeah, but Zay Flowers will do well. And
what are you, 42 points? Josh Allen's doing well, 42.
I like to get over 110 points every week. That's my goal.
But even so, like McCaffrey, he's got 0.8. He's got 8 yards. That's it.
Yeah, that's strange because he usually gets me. He's my highest earner. You know, like
next Sunday. That means your 1 p.m. game is going to be my 5 a.m. That's good.
Oh, no.
That's better than 3 a.m. Yeah, McCaffrey's
here's a question I probably asked you before. But what would be the catalyst for you to move to the States? What would cause you to move to the States? Like, is there anything?
Probably a job.
Okay.
Like a job that was secure and I had an apartment or something.
Okay.
Like I guess like if I reached out to a company or something I liked and I was like, oh, you've got a job that was secure, and it made sense because nothing's really holding me back, to be honest. So if it was something that I was passionate about, it was a job, or maybe like an opportunity was like for a year or something, I guess a job in a house would probably be the right situation.
Okay.
You know, that's why I moved to Canada for like 10 years ago, because it was easy to get a job, but it was like, it was like dishwashing, or it was like, bar jobs, where in America, you have to have like a qualified job. Here's
the thing. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to get a work visa, but
pretty tough.
But
you need to be like qualified in something that you guys are lacking in. So you can't just go to be like a bartender or a pickleball coach, right?
No, like there's I don't know. There's a couple jobs that I know that are in need, and that I think you could get a visa for.
Yeah,
and they're good jobs with benefits.
I think like for me now, I'm pretty happy or content visiting one time per year. Obviously, next year's going to be the draft, and I won't go back for a game. But the year after, I might go back for a game. It's only 14 hours away. So what the flight is now, it's Sydney to Dallas, Dallas to Pittsburgh. So it's like 17 hours.
Yeah,
which is better than.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you live outside of Pittsburgh, it's different. If you just have to drive 45 minutes to a game, and that's just a different. Even if it's only for a year or two, just to kind of.
Yeah, I'd probably say like have to be. I think the move would be still hard, not easy, but a job that I liked. But I do like my job now, though, what I'm doing so far. But I don't know. I think a job security in a house would be the two big things,
right? At
my stage, But moving's always tough, regardless, because of friends, all my friends and family.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Even then you got to make new friends and be situated in a new area again.
Yeah. The other thing is you do a Steelers podcast, so you have like extended family already, and 100%. It wouldn't take long to kind of make that next step. But I think like in my
normal day life, it's not easy, I guess. Maybe if I moved out with a girlfriend or something, that would be easier. But this great one says where I live I lived in Banff, Canada. And that was difficult, but also very interesting too.
That's that's BC, isn't it? That's in the British
Yeah.
Columbia. Yeah.
No, Banff, it's on the edge. It's in Alberta.
Oh, okay. I know it's in the middle. That's
BC.
basically, yeah. People like 80% of the people believe that there's Bigfoot that live there.
Yeah, we look for him. No, we didn't. But no, Banff was amazing. I met some really good fellas. The same guy, Harrison, who I hung out with in Munich. I worked with him for over 9 years ago. I haven't seen him for 9 years.
So he's Canadian. He's over in
he lives in Germany. Yep. So, yeah, it's a good question. I just think if it made sense, if the job was right, the money was right, I had a roof over my head, I'd probably do it. Yeah. You know, it'd make my podcast easier, but also like my life right now is it works around the podcast because I get Monday.
Yeah, but if you worked like at a school or something where you're working like 7:30 to or 8 in the morning till like 3, that would be pretty easy, and you have every weekend off for football.
Yeah, I'd have to like I know one of the only ways I could probably do it is like a company. I'd have to reach out to them and get sponsored by a certain company to give me a visa.
Yeah,
you know, but I've thought of that. That's why I kind of went to Canada because it was close to America. And then when I lived in Canada, I traveled to America 3 times. San Fran, Houston, and Pittsburgh. For Super Bowl 50, 51, and then also went to Pittsburgh. Yeah. You know? But if I ever do it, you have to show me how to shoot a gun.
I don't have to show you. I just hand it to you and you pull the trigger.
So... But no, I do like. I think things these days are really accessible to go for. Like, I was in the airport, right? We talked about this before. These people don't have no idea how to do airports. People just they as soon as they finish, they walk through the scanners and they just stand right in front of the road, put their shoes on. You know, people don't know how to do airports. They can't figure it out. They stand up straight away when they after 10 hours a plane lands. They stand up. It's like, what are you in the rush for?
Oh, they stand up and just block everything. Let the first half of the airplane unload before you start standing up and standing with your butt right in front of me. Okay.
Even it was crazy this morning. I don't know. Yesterday, I don't know how far away you need to be away from someone where you can't make a comment. I had this lady. I had a coffee right downstairs in the hotel, and I'm about, let's say, feet wise, I think I was 9 to 12 feet away. Right.
Okay, 3 to 4
maybe
meters.
More. Something like that. And I'm sitting down like this, and I had a coffee, and she goes, "Hey, what kind of coffee's that?" And I thought, do I respond to her? She's really far away. And I was like,
well, hey, if she's asking, she's far away, she must really want that coffee. I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
But how close do you have to be to where?
I don't know. I have seen someone have food across the restaurant, but I've asked the waitress, "What's that?" You know, like I walked past, I'm like, "What did they get?"
Like I had to like turn my head and go, "Pardon," and then she said it again, and I was like, I think sometimes when you ask them a question, don't you need to, in a random person, don't you need to be next to them, not like 2 tables over or 4 over? Mm-hmm. She was like, "What coffee is it?" And I was like, "Are you talking to me?" Yeah. So I find these things all interesting. Like when I go to the airports, people are just crazy.
Now, I didn't ask. Maybe you said this on your show, and I missed it. But didn't you have like a blind date or like some sort of hangout?
No. So I went to an Irish pub, just for the night before, and I ran into this random guy came up next to me, and he was really arrogant and cocky and that kind of stuff. He sat down. And he's like, "Oh, if I buy you a Guinness and a shot, you better buy me one." I said, "Mate, I don't know who the fuck you are." I said, "I'm not buying nothing." He said, "What?" He said, "Well, if I'm buying everyone shots, you want one?" I said, "Mate, it's up to you, but doesn't mean I'm going to get you one back." And he went, "Hang on a minute." He said, "Oh, you're not normal, are you?" And I said, "Mate, I don't know who you are. You can buy me a drink if you want to, but doesn't mean I'm going to guarantee buy you one back." Right? He came in real cocky. Anyways, right. I'm sitting there with his friends, and he said he worked for Red Bull, right? He was a lawyer for Red Bull. He bought these shots and everything else, right? And then as we started talking, I said, "Mate, just calm down, like relax, like shake it off. Let's start again. My name's Mark. How are you?" His name's whatever.
What's his nationality?
English.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just said to him, like, mate, you come in really hot. I don't know who you are. I'm not buying you anything. And he didn't like that. He's like, why don't you buy me one back? Yeah, I bought you one. I was like, I didn't ask for it. Right. And then I said, mate, we'll shake it off and start again. Started again. And I told him about my channel about the Steelers Oz. And then what happened was he ran up to these two girls around the corner. He told them I was famous. And he told those girls to come over to buy me drinks. And then the girls thought that I was his friend. So on my next piss break, after I pissed, I walked over and thought that's a great opportunity to say hello to them and say, hey, I don't know that guy. And then I walked over and said hello. And I said, by the way, after like a minute or two, I was like, I'm not trying to pick up enough, but tomorrow night, if you want to get drunk, let's get drunk. And she said, yeah, okay. Then we got drunk. Tried picking him up, didn't work. but the guy was crazy because he sat down. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah. 2 Guinnesses, 2 shots for me and my friend here. And I went, who are you? I don't know who you are. So we ended up buying them for, like, he bought them. And I was like, don't know who you are, mate. And then what happened was that guy. Huh?
So he had everything there. Yeah. Okay.
They were buying shots. He bought them shots too. Then he also bought these 2 girls. Here's the crazy part. He bought the 2 girls around the corner shots, 2 drinks, right? On his tab. However, half an hour later, I came back from the pisser, gone. The guy left. Just left his tab. Right?
He bounced on his tab.
Bounced, gone. He had 2 friends there from Red Bull, 2 workmates. And one of the girls was like, oh, he always does this. And I thought, fuck me. If he always does this, I wouldn't be hanging around him. Like that kind of stuff in Australia, you just go, fuck, you're a dickhead. And you just never talk to him ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just go, you're a wanker and just never see him again. So he came in so hot, he bought me 2 drinks. I think I got him like maybe 1 Red Bull back or something like as a joke. And then he bought the 2 girls drinks. He told me how that I was a celebrity, built me up all this stuff. He bought his friends drinks. Half an hour later, he dipped. He fucking went, see ya, at like 10:30. And then I said to the bartender, she was really cool. I said, I think he left. And she went, what? I went, yeah, I think he left. And then the friends had to pay for the bill.
Sorry? This is in Austria. This is in Austria, right?
Austria.
Wrong.
Yeah, Salzburg, yeah.
Okay.
And I think, the friends had to pay for it because I wasn't fucking paying for it. I wasn't his mate, you know? So the friends paid for it and sent him a text with the bill and said, oh, he always does this. He's, you know, I'm like, if he always does it, why are you hanging out with him? Crazy. So he came in real hot. He came in like, he sat down, like, I think he was 42, about my size. I wasn't worried about getting fighting or anything because he was my size. It was fine. Not that I would anyway, but he sat down too cocky and I was like, just fucking relax. Like, you're so amped up. And he just started buying everyone drinks and he fucking left Shane. I was like, that guy's crazy. Because he said to me, I'm not normal because I didn't buy him one back. I didn't want to accept his beer.
Did the chat tell you what me and Bubba were saying about you?
No, I heard bits of it. I watched the next. I can't remember what you said though.
Okay, well, what we said towards the end, I start laughing and I start crying because we were joking that you got, like Bubba said, you got robbed again. But I said, no, I'm worried that you're like literally in a bathtub packed in ice because they stole your kidney.
Yeah, I said, I made that joke to them and they didn't really get it. I said to the 2 girls, I was like, this will be a great time that 2 good looking girls could take me out. And they're like, huh? And I was like, oh, then I walked away from it real fast.
Yeah, I think that part of Europe that doesn't have the sick sense of humor.
It didn't get the humor. I was like, this would be the greatest cover up if you guys went home and robbed me. And they're like, what? We're not trying to rob you. I'm like, no, okay, no worries. I just moved on real quick.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. I think he was too. Yeah, definitely was. All right, Ratbirds are 16 to 13. But yeah, that was fun. I've definitely had a good time overall. And yeah, the date wasn't really a date. It was just more of a catch up, more of a just chill out session. All right, we have hold up 24-16 to the Bengals. Yeah, true that. Yeah, so it wasn't like a date. It was just more like,
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were teasing, we were busting balls, but that was funny.
but also like traveling solo and just chilling. She texted me at 9:10, said, want to come out for a drink. I was like, all right. And then as I got there, the first 15 minutes was strange though, but Shano. She invited me through text. I walked up to her and she was very standoffish. I was like, what the fuck? You invited me out? Like, you're not
Yeah.
even talking to me with her friend group. However, then,
Yeah.
then I met one of her friends and she was more engaged to talk and have drinks and stuff. And then the other one got kind of jealous because I wasn't paying her attention. I paid more attention to the other one.
That
So,
works. That works a
yeah,
lot.
but the one who invited me out, when I walked up, she's like, hey. And I was like, hey, what's the plan? And I had to remain cool until I found out the plan. And then I met the girl. She was more interested in like chilling and hanging. And then the other one got jealous because she was like, what the fuck? So yeah, it was fun. It was just sometimes it's just good to hang out. I tried jumping on, but you guys already finished. I think I jumped on 20 minutes after you finished.
Yeah, we only went a half an hour that night because Bubba was tired, and we just it was just one of those nights because we knew we were going to be going again
The next night.
next night.
You guys are doing a lot too. The Bengals are winning 24-16. They just got a first down the Jets, so that's like 8-point difference. Patriots killing them 37, and the Ravens are winning 16-13.
Yep.
It's close.
Oh, there's a uniform I want you to look up. It looked kind of crazy. It's a college uniform. Oregon,
Ducks?
they wore a tie-dye. Their numbers were tie-dyed.
Hang on. Ducks uniform this week?
Yeah, they had tie-dyed uniforms. Did you guys see that? So it was black jerseys with a green, like in yellow tie-dye numbers. I thought it was pretty slick.
Are you sure it was Ducks, the Oregon?
The Oregon Ducks, yes. They played Wisconsin in the rain, pouring rain.
That is pretty different. That's different for sure.
Either love it or you hate it. There's no like in between.
What was the idea around that? Just cause?
Well, Oregon is very hippie-like, and it's the Grateful Dead. It had like a Grateful Dead theme to it. They had a Grateful Dead patch. It was called the Dead Duck or the whatever it is. It had like a Grateful Dead patch, but it was an Oregon Duck.
Yeah, right.
And it had Grateful Dead bears on the back of the helmet.
So is Oregon like? Where's that?
West Coast, south of Seattle, like Washington,
Okay.
Oregon, California. So it's that whole
That
West
way.
Coast. Washington, Oregon, then California.
G'day, Dotsy. My good mate Dylan from Australia. So it must be 7 a.m. over there, something like that.
Oh, nice.
I land Sydney Tuesday, 6:40 p.m. I'm traveling for 25 hours.
Yeah, you'll lose that day.
Yeah. So I leave Monday 7 a.m. and I get there Tuesday, fucking 6:45. And it was Bubba's anniversary too. Apparently.
He had to leave early, so yeah, it was a
It's a
Grateful Dead
long-
tribute. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what they were.
But a lot of people are a lot of teams are using different uniforms all the time, aren't they? It's like a new thing.
Well, West Virginia had an all-black uniform called the Coal Rush, which was all black, inspired by the coal miners. It wasn't my favorite uniform, but it looked pretty nice.
Oh, Bengals score again. They're gonna win. Roberta says, no, I won't be live today. This will be my last live until Australia. Gonna have some dinner soon. And then but Shano and Bubba will go live on their channel, Steelers Dynasty Podcast for sure.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So what is your go-to dinner
Over here?
Yeah.
When I was in Austria, the schnitzel was pretty good. I went to a place called Schnitzel Us or Schnitzel One or something like number one schnitzel place, right? I had a schnitzel bowl, chicken, chips, kind of like something that you get from Marty's, chicken fries, red onion burger sauce, and pickles. It's great. Big bowl of schnitzel. It's fantastic. So I've had a lot of schnitzels over here. But in Ireland, It's been mostly. I have a few fish and chips. I've had steak and stuff. The hard part is when I was in Germany and Austria, I just can't read the menu.
True.
So when they come round, you got to act fast. You're like, oh, I don't know what I'm having.
Did you ever order something in Germany that you get and you're like, oh my, that's not, oh well, I'm just going to eat
Yeah,
it?
there was a few times I ordered things. I was like, fuck, I didn't mean to get that. Whatever I got was like, what? You know what I mean? You're like, you just don't know what to expect when it comes out because you're just thinking, you even try and read the English part. And you're like, oh, that makes sense to get this. And it comes out
Yeah,
like, oh, okay.
I lived in Korea and it was like, it took me I was probably about 3 or 4 months in before I really got it down.
There was one thing I had in a bar in a Czech Prague pub. It was like, wouldn't it be like potato jams or something like that, right? And it was like potato gulp, like think like mashed potato, but in a bowl, and it was gooey. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? And you could have it like once. You could have like eat one of them, and you're full from it because it was that.
Thick. It
tastes like pudding, potato pudding. It's terrible, you know. And the funny thing was, I went to another place when I got to I don't remember where I went. I think I was in Vienna at some train station, but it was a very nice restaurant. And as I ordered, I went, "Oh, can I have that, please?" And went, "Oh, fuck no, I had that the other day." However, this place when they did it, it was pork and potato was fantastic because it was like a real restaurant. It wasn't just a pub version.
So it wasn't just, I get it. Yeah, it's just,
They did it right. Like it was like crispy on the outside. It was nice in the middle. And I even told the guy, like I had it at a pub the other day. He started laughing because he was like, yeah, don't get it at a pub. Like at a bar. It was just came out with like pork and 2 bits of like potato. This one, it came out with a bit of pork and it was actually a restaurant version for the similar price.
Like ordering steak at a strip club.
Yeah. The worst thing I've ever had. I had once, when I was in Houston, Texas, I ordered what did I have? Fried chicken steak at a Mexican restaurant. Fucking terrible. My mistake.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was like fried steak, but in a Mexican restaurant. It was terrible.
Tailgating, I had this, so good. So I was at West Virginia game. And we have this big tailgate, and this woman puts all kinds of booze, all kinds of food out there. Chicken tzatziki sliders. It was ground chicken with roasted dried tomatoes, feta cheese, and it was just so good. And then they had like a little bit of a sauce on it, on these little slider buns.
But I think, when you go, because I made a mistake, when you go to a right restaurant like that, you go to the right cuisine for the right thing, it works. Like I tried basically a chicken schnitzel steak and it was shit house, fucking terrible.
Yeah.
You know? But if you go to the right thing where you have, I've had them too before, the tzatziki sauce and stuff, and you go to the right place, the right time, it's on fire. But yeah, it is tough when you order something and you don't know what's going to come out. You're just always surprised. You're like,
but this was just a tailgate. I was expecting usually have like sausage with peppers, onions, and tomato sauce. They'll usually have like a pasta salad or something like that. A dips and chip, hot dogs.
What's the weirdest thing you've like thought you were going to get and got? Like something different.
One time I thought it was going to be beef jerky. Okay.
Yep.
And it was actually squid jerky.
Oh, right.
So like it looked like just little animal testicle or peepees. Just it was terrible. I couldn't even try it.
My mate Dylan here, when we went to Bali in Indonesia, he ordered like a kebab, and he thought it was going to be like a kebab, like a doha, the doner kebab, right?
Right.
And this fucking thing came out on 2 hooks with 2 bits of meat swinging. And it was like a salad underneath. We were in Bali and he's like, holy shit. he had 2 bits of meat just like fucking like cooked somehow, some way. I don't know. and just hanging off a hook. It's crazy. I haven't got Discord open actually. Well, I haven't got it open on my laptop.
Check Discord.
But that's the hardest thing is sometimes when you order something and you don't know what's going to come out. In the football talk.
Oh yeah.
Rodgers went 5-2 with the Jets last year. Fields can go 0-17. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my.
Roberta says I'm gonna watch it, but like in my bed chilling, like before I go to sleep, because I have to get up at 4:30, so the game will end at probably 3. Fuck, I'm fucked, aren't I? Damn it, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna go to sleep, Shane.
Sleep on the plane.
Yeah, the first leg's only 7 hours, which is good. Holy far
Yeah,
out!
I'm trying to. When I flew into Qatar, I flew into a military base. I didn't fly into the regular airport. What is their airport like? Are you able to get something to eat there?
Yeah, it's a big airport. Doha, it's a pretty big airport. So, but I get 3 hours or 3.5 hours to get something, and I don't really eat plain food. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'll just like.
You want to hear my Qatar story?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've been there? You've been the same airport?
Well, not the same airport. So
okay.
my sister was stationed in Qatar. She was a air battle manager on 707. So they rolled cattle cars in the 50s. And what the 707s did, those J Stars, is they would fly and they would talk to F-15s or F-16s, and then they would also talk to the ground. So they were kind of like the liaison. And you know how in Top Gun, Goose could, he was like the radio guy, kind of.
Yeah.
Anymore, that kind of, they don't do that. My understanding is these J Stars and AWACS and all that stuff, they can see far out, and they kind of they took that role. So you have this big platform flying around with this crew of cats that are talking to all these different jets. They also are talking to all the folks on the ground, getting them like medevacs and air support, all this stuff. Okay. So they're stationed at Qatar and they fly all over Iraq. Okay. So
you got like one support unit who's helping them in the sky.
Yeah.
Leon's okay.
Yeah. So I didn't take an R&R. I didn't take a leave. I'm in Iraq for about 13 months. Midway through, you can take 2 or 3 days. My boss goes, "Hey, Shane, we have to pick up a high value guy, a bad guy, down in that area. And you told me your sister's down there. How about you go hang out with your sister? And when that guy gets close, just go out, pick him up, and then just come back." Cool. So most people are getting R&R. They're going to be changing clothes and going to be arriving in something like this, right? Me, I have my uniform, I have my weapon, I have all my shit. Okay. So we land on the tarmac. Everyone's walking to get on a bus to go to they have an Outback Steakhouse.
in Qatar, in your airport?
No, it's in the town or something. I didn't go to the town. I stayed on base. I walk right over to the edge of the airstrip. They call them security police. They call them SPs. They're Air Force guys with little berets or a little gun. And they see this guy in a vest. Like these vests are heavy. Backpack, a weapon. And I'm walking. And I have a helmet. And these guys don't have helmets on. And they're like, "What the hell's going on?" Everyone else is just kind of like in civilian clothes walking. And this guy walking towards, and it's like 11 at night. Okay, maybe later.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "What's going on?" So I come up to their checkpoint, and I have a little thing on me that has it's basically an access. It's just an ID thing saying that I have access to the airport and
Like who
Baghdad.
you are if you're allowed to be there.
Yeah, but it's not for theirs. Okay, so they're just off. They don't know what's going on. I know this is a long story. I'll get to it.
All right.
These guys are just wigged out. They're like, "What's going on?" So I said, "Hey, where's the J Stars at?" Their response was, "Over there." They said, "It's about a mile away." I said, "I'm good. I'm going to walk. I've been cooped up." I'm walking. This little pickup truck comes up beside me and like, "Are you lost?" They're all trying to they're on the radio trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
So they didn't know who you were?
What's that?
They didn't know who you were.
Yeah, they didn't know why this guy has a weapon just kind of walking on through the base, But I'm a captain in the Army on an Air Force base going to see these J-Star guys. So of course these guys are just freaking out. They don't know what to do. I go past this, it's called a green bean coffee right before I get to the J-Star booth. It's just basically a big Conex box. And there are these guys in flight suits just sitting there drinking a coffee at 11 at night. And they look at me like I just landed and I'm dirty.
From Mars.
And they just look at each other like, what the hell, And I said, J-Stars 2 down? They're like, yep. And I'm like, okay. And I go in there and I see my sister, and my sister's there. And I take my vest off and I hand it to this colonel. And my vest is heavy because it has plates in it, and he drops it. And as soon as you drop that, it kind of it's a good idea maybe to get another plate because it might not be good anymore. I was kind of pissed, but he didn't expect to be that happy. So heavy, but I was very happy to see my sister. I hung out there for a couple days. They had a Dairy Queen. And
in the middle of Qatar, are you?
Yeah, on the post they had a Dairy Queen by a pool. Yeah.
Okay.
They had a pool and a Dairy Queen. The pool is there and Dairy Queen's right beside it. And I ate so many blizzards Yeah, on the base. I ate so many blizzards that day I got sick.
All the sugar rush.
I almost shit myself. And I hung out, and that was my big visit to Qatar.
So basically you're part of the US Army in that. They were part of the Qatar Army or whatever.
No, they were part of the United States Air Force.
Oh, but they just didn't know why you were there.
They're like, they never see anybody that I had shit on my literally.
You're like Rambo.
I shit, blood, dirt, because I look like to Air Force people, Army guys that are deployed look like homeless people.
Right.
I could have came up and washed their windshield and they'd hand me
$1.
Could you
have said to them, I've just been chased by all these people, and they made a story up or something?
Yeah, they don't. Well, they wouldn't I said something. They thought I was joking one time,
But you had enough credentials to get around there, though, right?
What's that?
You had enough credentials to get around.
I didn't have any credentials. The fact that I was just such an anomaly, they didn't have a chance to process it before they got a response back. They're talking to people over the radar, that's not happening.
Right.
That's not happening. And I literally got to my sister's area because to walk a mile and a half, what takes you 10, 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
So in 20 minutes, by the time they got up and down to the guy that was the duty officer, the what was going on.
They figured out why you were there.
I was already there, and they're already like, oh yeah, we know this guy,
So basically, in the pitch at nighttime, they just saw a random soldier that was from the
this
US.
guy's in all his kit,
Yeah. Could you have been a threat to them if they thought you were pretend US soldier?
They can tell, they could tell I was legit, they could look and see my kit was legit, and I was
yeah, right.
I still had you had this thing around your neck with your ID and stuff. I wore with my ID and stuff on it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But that was my Qatar trip. It's not like I was out in the village hanging out with everyone like everyone else was.
Out in the middle of the sticks.
Yeah, even my R&R was half-assed.
What's R&R mean? What's that?
Rest and relaxation.
Okay, after, during, during your service and stuff, you need some kind
Yeah,
of
like if you're in combat, they give you a couple days to go. Maybe some guys would go to the, I don't know, different spots and kind of chill for a little bit,
like a
maybe
safe
48
zone or
hours.
whatever.
Yeah.
Go to a water slide park or whatnot.
Yeah,
Go hang out in the shopping mall. I don't know.
but I would look across where I worked in Iraq. I would look across. There's like a lake, and the Aussies had like a little compound, and I could see them. And
They're playing football.
I think I gave the Australians my boat that I had. I acquired a boat that didn't work, and I was very proud of it. There's a picture of me sitting on it like this. But I was trying to get it to run.
Were they playing like AFL or rugby league or something?
No, they were cooking out a lot.
Yeah,
But I didn't need to hang out. Like there were sects. Like some people would go over there to hang out with the Australians because they cooked food. They cooked food. But no offense to the Australians and you guys can't hang with the Hawaiian National Guard. Those guys,
they make the big
they
like all
fucking
the
cook
Polynesian
out.
food.
They and they're like how black folks say you're invited to the cookout. I've been to the black folks cookout. Can't hold a candle to the freaking Hawaiians. Okay,
Yeah, the Polynesian guys they have unbelievable food.
That's the cookout, guys.
Yeah, 100%. We just have like steak and stuff, but when you go to like they call them in New Zealand the hungies or whatever, their food's unreal.
On your end there, I think there was a pool over there too, which was kind of
You gotta go swimming. You gotta go swimming when you have an R&R. You've been out in the battlefield the whole long time, Shano. Gonna go for a dip, mate.
I did it down there. I'd eat those. I had 4 blizzards. It was a Tuesday.
If you had all the ice cream and all the sugar together, maybe got too much fucking.
Oh my god, I got so sick. It was some kind of fake, funky ice cream that wasn't real ice cream, but they put like Oreos in one. Then I had the strawberry one the next time. Then I had the Heath one the next time.
I don't know what kind of ice cream it is. It's like I don't know what it is. It's like fake cream or something. It's weird.
It's made with like goat.
You can hold it upside down. You can hold it like this, like upside down. I don't want to fall out. That's when you know it's bad.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue and goat milk.
Yeah, you can hold up. You think, oh, there's fucking coffee in here. Hang on.
Yeah,
you can do this, and it won't fall out. Well, it looks like, Shana, we're almost near there. We might end it soon because the fucking Bengals are up 31, and I've got to have some dinner.
Yeah,
31-24 with the goal to go, so they're going to probably win. They'll go 4-4
different tonight. It's your last night.
I'm actually
crazy.
I'm going to get, because downstairs I've got. Oh, hang on. There's a fucking menu in my room, by the way.
Oh, let's read it. Go through it real quick. Get the menu.
I'd have to take it to. Let me take it to it.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
You want to see the menu?
I do. I want to see the menu. Chat, you want to see the menu? Yeah, you do. Come on. It's probably an Irish. We don't know what the fuck you're going to be how on there. I don't speak Irish. Right?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me from this? No.
Yeah, I hear you.
Be shit though.
Hotel room.
You see that or not?
Okay, yeah. Okay, read it off. Read the top. Caesar salad. That's pretty normal.
Now you know what
Chicken
starters
wings.
though. That's the starters. Can you see it or no? I can't fucking zoom in.
How much are chicken wings? $14. That's not bad.
That's €14.
Oh, okay, that's a lot.
So down the bottom.
Powder.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Well, can you see down here? Fucking
burger.
The mains. There's Irish stew.
$18 for hamburger.
Yeah, that's €18. That's like fucking 24 USD.
Holy shit!
I think I'm gonna get the veggie stir fry, but with chicken.
There you go.
But yeah,
Can't
it's
fuck that up.
Basically, there's fish and chips, curry, which I won't get.
You're not leaving the hotel. You're gonna eat there.
Yeah, because I'm at an airport hotel.
Oh, okay.
Tonight is just me chilling out. Like I went downtown, I saw my mate Tom McCormack. Had like 4 beers with him and had a meal with him. Today's just pretty much getting ready to leave tomorrow morning at 4. But I'll probably go down and get a stir fry. Something easy, you know. But there's like club sandwiches, just like all hotel, like
club
stuff.
Sandwiches and one of my favorites.
I had that one yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I'll come back. But Yoda's not too big. It's just like, here's my TV. If I can go, there it is there.
The TV will look pretty sharp. I liked how that's set up.
Yeah. So I'm getting I'm fucking.
Now, Mark, can you get the game on that screen?
Correct. Because I used my thing called Days or DAZN, and I can Chromecast it like I am now. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, my TV in my office, the TV wants to reboot and lose connection. I even put a router like in this room, and I have 900 megabytes per second, like boosting into like right here, and my TV keeps shit in the bed. So I just broadcast it from my phone to my TV.
Yeah, this Wi-Fi now, I can do this internet really fine. This is the best Wi-Fi I've ever had. And I can Chromecast from my phone from days and 4 games at the same time or 3 games at the same time.
That's great.
So tonight I'll just I will play DAZN on the big TV while I go to sleep. But I won't sleep. Doesn't matter. But I'm all ready to go.
Well, here's the other thing. There's a thing called a work visa sponsorship that a U.S. employer can give you. I forgot that. I had looked it up before, and then I just forgot to bring it back up when I went upstairs.
A work visa, I think some companies they can sponsor you, and they pretty much they give you the card or whatever, the green card or whatever. There you go. Yeah. Dairy Queen is soft serve, not ice cream. It's a powder.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, my computer wants to restart in 5 minutes, so I guess that's good timing.
Yeah, we'll probably end it there as well. Because the Bengals are 38-24. They're going to win, unfortunately. The Browns will lose 30-13. The Bears, though, I think the Bears lost 2. That sucks. They're going to lose 2. Bears are going to lose 23-13. So we got 1 out of them. It's all right. But, yeah, it'd be good. Be good to do some podcasts for them. I'm trying to put Australia on the map. I really am. I'm trying.
I think you have. Basically, you've stopped at a lot of different spots on the globe, and you're the ambassador of the green and gold.
Even when I was in Hallstatt, love saying that place, by the way, I had 2 random people, 2 random Steelers fans. One guy wearing a Pitt shirt, and he walked past and went, "Go Steelers." I went, "Hey, what's up?" Happens everywhere. Anywhere you wear your stuff.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I'll show you this. I'll be wearing this. I'll be wearing this one in the airport. Because when you wear
it, that's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, that's like the what do you call it? Gaelic or Celt, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But yeah, when you wear your Steelers stuff, everyone says hello to you.
Yeah.
Well, Steelers fans do.
Yeah.
If
you ever get a fight in Pittsburgh, just start singing Renegade and it'll all stop.
Yeah, oh mama.
What were we fighting about? Oh, it's the third quarter.
But yeah, I think in Hallstatt I saw 2 Steelers fans, and then I think when I was getting the train, I landed in I was in Salzburg and I walked past a Steelers fan. This happens. If you wear the stuff, they say hello to you. Yeah, thanks, George.
Later. Well, I'm gonna pop off here. Mark, it's been fun. We'll see you later tonight. Good. And then, if I don't see you later tonight, we're gonna see you back in your home.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking about it now because it's 5 hours away. I'll probably just be in the chat. It's just too hard. It's way too hard. Yeah, I can go have some dinner and then I'll be out. All right, thanks, Shane. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, see you, mate. Right, yeah. Oh boy. And yeah, we're going to get ready to move on as well. Steeler Nation, been 2 hours and 30 minutes for the people who have the chat today. Yeah, Bears won't win. They're down by 10. The only good result was the Browns losing. So fuck. But yeah, it's been a good time. I want to have a big shout out for everyone who's followed the journey from the shorts to the videos to the posts. Legit going all around Europe has been interesting. Good parts, bad parts, but overall interesting from Steelers game day when I was sitting here, and then fucking Steelers versus Vikings was a month ago. And then I went to, it's been a month today that I was like here. So it's about time I go home. And then doing the big trip was fucking heaps fun. It's been a great, great time. Yeah, 100%. That's where you guys want to go tonight is Steelers Dynasty podcast. There's no way. Can the Bengals? No, I can't give myself hope for it. But yeah, let's get out of here. I got to pack up. I have to pack up all my shit, go downstairs for dinner, and then I'll be in the chat for Steelers Dynasty podcast for sure. Alrighty. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Pepper, J-Devil, Roberta. Everyone's been chilling, been having a good time. Toddy, George, who else is in here? Shano was in here, or Shane was in for the whole time. Chloe and Sean and hi, mate. Everyone. All right. And yeah, if you want to go, all right, 4th and 1 for the Jets. Season on the line for the Jets. Justin Fields has time, delivers. The Jets stay alive. The Jets stay alive. All righty, guys, let's get out of here. Thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Let me play the video, and I'll see you guys in Australia in 2 days' time. See you later. See you. I'll see you guys later. Hey, Rod. See you later. Got the light. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.